waiver and stipulations with your attorney. Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses? The state would call it the right to remain silent. Did you understand that today the state is presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. Court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge. Last night I electronically filed a sentencing memorandum. I think it's been accepted by the court, and I wanted to provide it to you along with the attachments.
All right, any objections to the court reviewing? Yes.
And so, Judge, as you can see, essentially, what's a primary reason and the desire for Mr. Allen is that he be able to continue to supervise access to his son, Aiden. As you can see in the attachments there, the civil trial court did understand that Mr. Allen would have supervised access to his son, both in San Antonio as well as North Texas. Additionally, we do know that on the 22nd, we received a letter from Thomasville Lobos, an update letter regarding time conditions. That letter also attached the Center for Healthcare Services finding that they met with Ronald Allen to complete an intake for mental health services. And he had met criteria for qualifying mental health diagnosis and that's fine. The largest thing that matters the most to Mr. Allen and his family is that his GPS permit him to be monitored. That's fine. That's what the court desires. But he would like to be able to move freely about the state to be able to see his son from time to time, attend his father's services, and help his mother maintain his father's properties. And so that is the primary thing that we totally agree with no contact with you, Michael Ireland, or Mark Bentley. That's new to me.
Based upon the judge's notes that you presented to the court, those are people that are listed under the protective order.
This is the moment the entire case hinges on. The judge sees a protective order that appears to name Ronald Owen Warrior as a protected party. The very document meant to bring clarity has created total confusion. The judge now suspects there's a hidden danger she wasn't told about, and Ronald's credibility is suddenly on the line.
Attention all seniors. You can now get up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, including your credit card debt with no medical exam, starting at less than $1 a day.
So good to see you. How was everything? Amazing as always, Frank. Happy to see you out of the hospital and back at it.
Me too. But my big health scare got me really thinking about the future. With my girls decide to take over the family business, I want to make sure I don't give them any money back. And just the price of a funeral having $8,000 or more.
We're just happy to have you back, Dad. Don't go thinking about debts or anything like that. We'll find a way, okay?
Now see, that's why I get a call and now I'm eligible for $50,000 for my funeral and other final expenses.
Well, hold on. Eligible for $50,000? You just got out of the hospital. Didn't you have to take a medical exam or something?
No, there was no medical exam, and I was able to get coverage right over the phone. Plus, my rates can never be increased, my benefits can never be decreased, and my coverage can never be canceled.
Dad, I'm glad you made that call.
Don't leave loved ones with your dead. Call 800-620-7017 now. and see if you qualify for up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, starting at less than $1 a day. There's no medical exam, and you can be approved even if you have pre-existing health conditions. Your rates can never be increased, your benefits can never be decreased, and your coverage can never be canceled. There's no obligation. Call 800-620-7017 now. There's no paperwork, no hidden fees, and no waiting periods. And you can start coverage right over the phone, starting at less than $1 a day. Call 800-620-7017. That's 800-620-7017. 800-620-7017. Attention all seniors, you can now get up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, including your credit card debt with no medical exam, starting at less than $1 a day.
Good. So good to see you. How was everything?
Amazing as you, Frank. Happy to see you out of the hospital and back at it.
Me too. But my big house here got me really feeling my girl said to take over the family business. I wasn't sure I'll do that in the next. Okay. The price of the fuel will be $8,000.
We're just happy to have you back then. Don't go think about that till you become president. We'll find a way to help.
Now see, that's why I made a call and found out that was $50,000 for my $41 fund.
Whoa, eligible for $50,000 when you just got out of the hospital. Did you have to take a medical exam or something?
No, there was no medical exam. And I was able to get something else. Plus, my rates get up again. I benefit from the and my brother put down the cancer.
I'm glad to leave that call.
Don't leave loved ones with your debt. Call 800-620-7017 now and see if you qualify for up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, starting at less than $1 a day. There's no medical exam, and you can be approved even if you have pre-existing health conditions. Your rates can never be canceled. There's no obligation. 620-7017 now. There's no paperwork, no hidden fees, and no waiting periods. And you can start coverage right over the phone, starting at less than $1 a day. Call 800-620-7017. That's 800-620-7017. 800-620-7017. Attention all seniors, you can now get up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, including your credit card debt with no medical exam, starting at less than $1 a day.
Man, so good to see you. How was everything?
Amazing as always, Frank. Happy to see you out of the hospital and back at it.
Me too. But my big house there had me really thinking about the future. When my girls said to take over the family business, I want to make sure I don't leave an in my head. That just the price of a funeral can be $8,000 or more.
We're just happy to have you back, Dad. Don't go thinking about debts or anything like that. We'll find a way to pay.
Now see, that's why I made a call and found out I'm eligible for $50,000 for my funeral and other final expenses.
Well, hold on. Eligible for $50,000? You just got out of the hospital. Did you have to take a medical exam or something?
No, there was no medical exam. And I was able to get coverage right over the phone. Plus, my rates can never be increased. My benefits can never be decreased. And my coverage can never be canceled.
Dad, I'm glad you made that call.
Don't leave loved ones with your debt. Call 800-620-7017 now and see if you qualify for up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, starting at less than $1 a day. There's no medical exam, and you can be approved even if you have pre-existing health conditions. Your rates can never be increased, your benefits can never be decreased, and your coverage can never be canceled. There's no obligation. Call 800-620-7017 now. There's no paperwork, no hidden fees, and no waiting periods. And you can start coverage right over the phone, starting at less than $1 a day. Call 800-620-7017. That's 800-620-7017. 800-620-7017.
And there's a third person, it appears, well, there's two other people, it appears to be, either this is Gallegos, and then they have Ramirez. And Ramirez is listed as the amicus attorney.
Okay, Judge, those are not the, those are other litigants that were also in the judge's notes. Ms. Gallegos is actually here in court. She's the custody lawyer for Mr. Allen.
Just saying, the judge's notes that you gave me, they have these people listed underneath protective order.
Judge, I don't think that's accurate at all. I think that's being misread right now because,
But I mean, that's the only way I can read it because, and the reason why I'm saying that's the only way I can read it because it lists Netley in
Hey.
protective order. And then
What's up?
indented.
Hey, how are
right
you?
underneath
I'm all right.
M. Netley.
What's up? You heard my message wrong last night.
They're asking for a no contact order with that person.
Well, I was half awake when I read that.
I was just saying, when you be texting, you could easily like FaceTime me also and just be like, hey, just woke up thinking about you. Okay, I'm going back to sleep. That's all I was saying. I'm like, you texting me and shit. Man.
I like woke up like, oh, long as that.
Well, did you have a good sleep?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
I did.
Mhm. Was you able to get back to sleep?
Yeah, that's kind of.
Okay.
I'm just trying to stay away.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me grade Walker, watch the time. Hit me when you get in the house. I met our doctor
Oh, you did?
on FaceTime.
Your conference? Okay.
If you be talking about your people at work, you gonna be talking about she the same thing.
What do you mean? Like, she the same way?
The way she sounds, I mean, what the fuck? And how did she get Kevin? I'm like, see, that's what I'm saying. Is it all our charts and shit, all our people connected or what? She left a message, was like, hello, is this Kevin, Mr. Norman Covington? I'm leaving a message. Sleep doctor say I have to contact you in order for Medicare. So I'm leaving a message. I'm going to try to call you later. So I was like, okay.
Right. So they keep calling me and sending me a text. Like, hooked up their Wi-Fi. So,
And I give everybody a
no.
chance, perhaps a
I was
chance
like,
for you
I'm
to
not going
speak
to see
with the
that
city.
extra stuff. I
With
type
regards to all names
stuff
that
in
they
her
listed
device.
Right.
because they have a Medley listed as
You on that app? No, I was reading email. So,
That's what I was like. I was right. So that Zoom during shit. That's what I'm saying. She was like, okay, I'm calling you to do this. I was like, oh.
I know. I miss that stuff.
It's like, okay, I'll go over your message with you. So that's all.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna go here shave.
Okay.
All right, Chickie. Let me know you're in the house safe.
Well, you can get that night. I just got the crate.
Hey, how long your water? How long your water, bro? How long? How long your water, bro? Yo, cut, bro. I missed you, bro, before I can't talk. I'm gonna be. I missed you. Come back. I missed you. Bro, think about it, bro. It's just a chip. What do you mean, bro? No, I'm saying it's just a chip, bro. It's not just a chip. It's a Dorito. Oh, hell no. Oh, damn. That's what I know. That's not a Dorito, dumbass. It's not a Dorito. It's a chill. Bro, that shit was already getting. Bro, I swear it's a real deal, bro. Alright, bro, here we go, bro. 5 minutes no water, bro. Bonus gift, he said bonus gift. This gift is, we might say bonus gift, we go speak, whatever, Drake dropped 800 in there, about an hour from now. Oh my God! Bonus gifted! Drake Demons, I spin the bigger. What the? Market turned in early. The firm ain't gonna have to cut your head off. I'm gonna do it. Hold on, if they supposed to be brown eggs, come on. And it's easy. Ready to feed you. No. Okay, one minute. Really? No. No, it's not. It's not 5:50. 1 minute, get a minute remaining. No, 1 minute remaining. This one here. The great. Oh. I got 12 damn good. Why would she jump? Like, why would she jump up there?
That's crazy. That's insane.
walk it in. I walk it in. I walk inside and I do it. But one brain for bonus gifting. One brain for bonus gifting. Just one pay.
Oh, this is a lesson to stop jumping out there. They jumping out there. No, I want to hit. You want to jump up.
That's great.
To the right of the roof too. Right of the roof too. Right of the roof. Right of the roof. I did it. I did it. Right of the roof.
That's what I read.
I did it. You said that's wrong. What do you mean? It was a test.
Those are real rocks.
You go like,
These are dreams.
I skip. I almost messed up earlier, and then, okay, you know what? You could reattach it. I cut it off the roof. I would have cut out the roof. Jeff, you didn't take it to something.
What?
I hear what the next one to it. Like, actually, like, you have to leave the stuff in. I actually hear it. Thanks for listening, Jesse. I appreciate it so much that you tried for this fix. It's okay, it's in the back of my head, it's fine. You know.
Oh God.
All the spots are fixed up. It's not long. What do you mean I'm gone? I literally cut it out. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? I cut out the roof. I cut out the roof. I did it at the roof. You think I was lying? I cut my roof. That deserves to get my lie. Come on.
Why would he jump? Like, why would he jump up there?
My ears in the room. That's crazy. That's insane. Oh, God, it's over here. 200 Jeffy! Let's go! Thank you, God. It was worth it. It was worth it. Also, thank you for coming back.
Oh my God!
Thank you, bye. Thank you. Okay, in the back of my head. Overall, yeah, that was a really good dare. Like, you could have told me to, like, eat 2 eggs or something, you know?
Oh, God. That's what happened to clothes is like, okay.
Everybody else do better one minute. They get pockets to everybody 100 and 200. I got 12 damn. I keep my ain't no more there. I'm a little smaller creator. And I'm a smaller creator. You a scammer. I said, well, what you is, I ain't never seen nobody 5'1" scamming. Usually scammers be a little bit taller. Like they be, usually scammers be about around 5'10" to about 6'2". They usually be scammers. Oh, nobody under 5'3" be scamming, bro. Now all of a sudden, God, you say, you like scam me. So it's that.
You see me coming in dropping 800, 900 subs. Doubling nothing is crazy. What is it? What is it? Say what it is. But I'm already sick. And 7 others just getting the doctor note. Hello, this is Alan from the Thailand, that was this is Nick and Summer from the Miami Medical Hospital. They call him and say Casanat has to pay for being stomach virus. Yeah, and you gonna hear me in the background saying, yeah, they better pay. If not, I'm gonna tell you where you live. Y'all saying nothing, Tyler. Tyler, I can drop about 200 in your check before. Them little fines and shit, y'all keep that. Y'all come out 6 and 7 so. Come on, Joe.
Somebody just did for it.
I did that.
I don't know. I did.
Real Joe, that
See you on the body picture.
That was, yeah. I got
That's funny, huh? Everybody, I want to play.
that was
No. Everything's all done. Get up to sleep, man. Nobody get up to sleep. Where is my 600 sub that you said was coming from the 2 eggs I just burnt? That's what I want to know. If somebody will give me some answers. Talib, don't send that 250 if it's the real Talib. Send that 200. If you thinking with that 6, what the, is y'all sending 6? 6 ain't even a choice longer than a pig. Like you swear them over self-appreciation. You don't get paid, that's y'all give me numbers from. Either 100, 200, 50, 25. Other than that, and if you took right now, I give you 10, I'll take it. But other than that, y'all cool. How many you all get this 200 subs, man? I'm thinking playing with y'all. When I pull up, now being hot fire, all you want to do is stay up on it.
Chill life. Okay. You got to do lie on this, y'all. All right, y'all see that nigga tomorrow, man.
Hey. They say, man, I'm sure you. See y'all tomorrow. We're gonna be there tomorrow. Love y'all niggas. Stay safe, man. Shout out to that. Let's go. So when I home go, if they traded in, hell no, I spent another 40K to win. Yeah, but when I play to win. All this money coming in near the green. And the stash is a big, gotta look it in. Once it said he won't smoke, better take it in. When I'm shot back streets, better take it in.
Style and substance in the GMC Sierra. Work at 0% APR plus 3,100 total value on the Sierra 1500 model.
Your bag is back now. Even more full-size sandwiches, cheese from the new spicy chicken sandwich, avocado cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix match any two with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
Selena Powell gang. So anyway, Selena Powell, I don't even know how to start. But Selena Powell exposed Lil Meech. And I guess she was mad that he wasn't playing her. Let me see. So she exposed him, and then he was acting like she was a bundle, and then he called her phone begging her to believe it. So this is his fault to her.
This is my reputation, bro. I apologize for saying what I said to you.
I've never seen somebody phone back when they did these. For hustlers, I'm gonna be honest with you, DMF will never be thought of the same because of their post-jail or post-incarceration shit. They look like jokes. when I used to hear about BMF, I used to think it was crazy as shit. Now I see everybody holding them pillows.
When you say it was kept, what was kept, Lucia?
Selena, I said that to get the post to lead, Selena.
Okay. Right. So now you want to make deals out of life, put it in there. It's crazy, Lucia.
That's not how I tried to make you seem. I apologize for that. Thank you. Please.
Now, apparently she posted a picture of him. He was cracking no spit says I'm cat. Out of all men, I think out of all you and Trish, a lot of my friends about not being with you because they know you were fuck. And she said, he responded, he said, cat. Then she says, mind you, he living in Floyd Mayweather apartment for free with his dad. They can't afford it. Bitch, you think I'd be proud to admit that? I care for you like you know myself. You couldn't even afford meals, Hope. I connected you with my weed club because you couldn't afford to get high. He's 10 pills deep today. He probably forgot he was with me. That's why he said, Cap, this ain't no way. So you said 50 Cent was fooling you while you were in like, oh my God, you wake up and immediately pop pills. Please, bitches, I know we really love you. Do I really seriously got to do this right now? I tell you, chill. So look at my son. I might have to fuck his daddy now. Jesus Christ, it was worse. She said, now again, I got you clothes, but I'm Cap. She take that as a lesson and play with me. Demetrius, you know what's Cap is the fact that you keep posting a Ferrari that I repossessed because he couldn't afford insurance. Post a car in real time now. Blah. And we posted it. This is what 50 said. 50 said, please, baby, stop. It's my reputation. And he put a laughing emoji. And he said, BMF show is over. But y'all street niggas, so y'all know how to get out of the mud, right? Wow. Yo, 50 hate them niggas. Why is look what it is? She was mad. Why the fuck you answer my call?
I'm cooking, my bad. I literally just noticed as my alarm was going off and then you called and I stopped hearing my alarm.
Your ass did not cook. It's okay, it's okay. Like you hear that. I don't say.
Oh, God.
You don't want to see. Hey.
What happened?
Something I just went over the little week stuff. Why you lying about that?
What did I lie on you? Oh, please. When do I lie? Why am I lying? What did I say to this guy?
I heard my boy Lil Weeks taking after his daddy, getting out the mud, moving weight, you looking good. I see that you live in was that Stockholm? Is it gold?
Yeah.
It's gold?
Well, I don't want to dox his address, but yeah, that's why Mayweather's important for me.
No, it ain't. I got the receipts. Lil Weeks said.
Really? Because, look, if you're really a journalist, whatever, go on Zillow.com. Zillow, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, go on Zillow. You're going to see his shit is up for sale, actually. What is the middle of starting that shit?
No, listen, there's no liar. He sent me a screenshot of the bank account. It was like 15 million.
You're a liar.
Serious?
What? Academics? Are you bored? You're drunk as hell. Why are you lying? If that man got $15 million, please, oh please, I know the real head. I don't know how
That's my boys wearing Omar jeans. Like, that's impossible.
I wouldn't even be shocked if those were too honest. I don't know why.
I this story because we don't got time to have that. What's your good about it? I know you'll ask me. Not good. This thing, you specified one thing your whole career is sport. You never been cooking, you never wanted to be a wife.
No, you better stop talking to me like that.
Like, no, since when you want to be a wife?
I'm not being a whore. I was his whore.
Okay, all right. So, wait, explain to me though. How do you wake up without looking? So you, and I I'm very good with Warrior. Selena told me she was with Lil Beats before. I just thought she was lying. Why is Lil Beats fucking with you? Like, you're Selena.
I'm a great fucking person. Duh.
When she was putting that pussy on the record.
Duh. I was doing everything for him. All he had to do was shower.
Really?
And barely even that, because I don't have this motherfucking showers.
Wait. So, like, what has he been doing? Because he's been doing.
They don't do shit all day besides fucking play the video games and gamble. That's all he fucking does all damn day. He don't leave his house. He don't gamble. He be actually like playing for money on video games. And yeah, and then he got caught cheating, and I had to write some shit, like I don't know what the hell, I posted it though, because I don't know what the hell that was, but I changed it, and I think I deleted his orders on it.
Yeah, so you were dating?
Yeah, I was basically living there, bro. I was there every single damn day. I don't know if you were some close friends, like close to you, but I was there every single damn day. I was there as soon as we got posted. I just left immediately because I knew she was saying stuff. And then one day I got mad and I told Lil Beach when I was upset. I said, I'm gonna fuck your dad. And his snitch ass, he went to go tell his dad that I said that. And so his dad was like, yeah, you can't bring her around no more. Like, don't bring her around. Or something. Because like, he was like, why would you let her try you? So I couldn't Yeah. It was 6 and then it was literally right back to back.
And I brought you to like a party or something. And after I left Miami, that's when I left them. So you can do 6 with dating and shit like that. How'd that? That one?
I mean, I feel like I knew where you were about to go with this.
I'm not going to.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, keep it in your head up. But no, that was short-lived. I ain't gonna lie, because he's just a crazy man. I have nothing ill to say about him, but
He's an actor. He got roles to read for, like.
no, bro, yeah, no plan. He's Spider-Man stars. He ain't got nothing going on. He's a terrible actor. Well, you would be making me watch fucking BLM all the there's no way you're this bad at acting. Like, what the fuck? I ain't gonna lie. I told him that to him, so I can't take this show seriously. Like,
Why is he exposing to people?
because he thought, because I posted it on my close friends and it got leaked or whatever. So, the shaver posted it, right? And the shaver asked me, like, for permission or whatever. And I didn't think nothing of it because I didn't really give a fuck. Like, I fucking am so weird. And then the shaver posted it, and then immediately DM'd me. Obviously, he called me. He was like, what is going on? Go say that's not your butt. I was like, what the fuck? Why would I go say that's not my butt? Are you cool? And he was like, Selena, delete that. And I was like, why are you panicking? And then he was like,
I would say, like, you say that. No, my boy probably got bad bitches. Like,
that's what I think that's what he was trying to say. Like, well, you didn't mix with me.
Alright, let's do that. You thought you were the only one?
I mean, yeah, I know I was the only one because I was the only one there for that long. It's been like 2 months. Since the middle of July, I've been with him, like, literally, like, nonstop. We beefed one time and we were able to, like, believe it. Yes, he did fuck somebody because I caught him on some, well, actually, I didn't catch him. I said some crazy shit and he said some crazy shit and then he sent me proof of him fucking another bitch. And it was actually a bitch I knew. Actually. So then, whatever, I was like, you know what, whatever, like, I don't care, I miss him. So then we linked back up, and then we're good. And then what happened? And I'm not gonna lie, I think He talked to me. We talked last night, and he was just like, I mean, you kind of heard a little of what you did it. Like I'm saying, I posted it. A little bit of the call, but he was just like, I can't believe you did it. And like, you hurt my feelings. Just dumb shit, but what's happening? Well, yeah, I really did give a fuck about him. I really did try. Like, that's crazy that he did that. But I was just saying that today. It's like, I saw on TikTok, they're like, 2016 party. I'm like, 2016 was that long ago. What? Yeah, I know you for a minute. But,
some of the stuff like reputation wise that say about you.
no, well, because he knows, like, the people that I've been dealing with, I'll tell you who I was dealing with too, obviously off camera. You're going to be so shocked. You're going to keep calling me that. You're not going to believe it. I promise you. You are not going to believe it until one day you come out. Watch. Oh, no, not him. You don't know. He knows everybody who cares about that. Somebody you'll never guess. I promise you, you'll never guess. And actually, you broke the story that he had a girlfriend. I was broken. You know. Oh. Basketball.
Alright,
No, because you're gonna fuck up what I got going on right now. Yeah, but he has good shit.
He's got a girl.
No.
It's like 2016, I can't.
No, because I swear to God, like I swear to God, you would not say anything. You're gonna say something. I don't want you to say anything. It's too good of a leg.
Isn't it like big now? What's about football or that?
No. No sports. I'll tell you your turn. You're not gonna believe me anyway. You're just gonna keep on getting that. No, fuck no. Well, we're gonna talk to Stephon Diggs. No, I did not. I never told you that.
Not like that.
No, I said his brother lived in my room that I didn't know. Well, not my room. He's just room.
Alright,
Anyway, back to Demetrius. That's what you call me for. Not about the guy I'm talking to. No, it's not. It's not that. I want no more smoke with Cardi. I'm trying to pick up my bitch. I'm not fucking nobody. She's not Cardi.
You're 30 years old. The whole trade has got to be.
I know. I'm just trying.
It's not something that
I tried. Yes, I tried.
So why is it better? Wait, girl?
No, I wasn't mad. I was mad at him because he said, oh yeah, I didn't finish my story. He went on the shade room and said, yeah. I said, bitch, what's Cap? We want to talk about Cap. And then the shade room DM'd me personally and said, he told us that wasn't, that you screenshotted your buzz, like that full picture on someone else's account. And that's, we can't validate the truth if it's you or not. I said, oh, but, okay, now you want to make me look like a liar? Remember how long it took for the shade room to come with me again? Like, what about if I start a business or something and I need the shade room to promote it? They're not going to fuck with me because they're going to think I'm a liar because of your stupid ass. Oh, Lord. I'm just wanted you to, I just wanted to push you later. No, I want it to be emotional stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I was in a relationship with him. He was in a relationship with me. Clearly. You said cat.
This is like, this is gonna sound really wild. And I gotta like explain it before I say it. Like, I don't really have those things to say about, I think can't do that. But if let's say it was that, if I put these in like, roll these out down here, I think yo,
Yeah. But if you were rich as fuck, you wouldn't hate me.
fuck no. You're a good sugar mommy. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Selena's a good sugar mommy. She's up. I would hope a couple million. Like, she got some money. She loves spending on men. Like, this is like, if you want to feel like a bad bitch, you get with somebody like Selena. Like, she'll spoil you, buy you key ideas, give you a credit card.
No, I'm like, why have I never done that?
Everything I ever know you dated, lived off of. That's good.
Why has Danny never loved me?
Yeah, like, let's move past that. What I'm trying to say is that, yeah, I mean, that's what it's been on it.
No, my first boyfriend didn't yell. And I actually like that man. Not that much. Like 100,000.
Oh, okay. What about the same?
Yeah, he was really the only one. Me, I took care of the ad kind of low key. I mean, I didn't buy him nothing, but I paid for everything. Like his house to get cleaned, his haircut, his food in the house. No, we used, yeah, he gave me new clothes, but I got him free clothes from, actually, it sucks that I'm about shit. The same people who gave, Danny free clothes, I used the same connect and got him free clothes.
That's what you said.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anything that's coming up, and y'all be like, good shit in my mail. Listen.
And I plugged him on my big brand desserts.
Yeah, if y'all could ignore a high body count, you know.
Yo, I'm not taking care of nobody, so stop getting your little 16-year-old families to come harassing me here.
The only way a nigga should take you serious is if you're leaving. Like, you gotta start dancing.
No.
You're like, okay, now, you know.
No, I'm not.
Bro, who's gonna willingly date you? And
Listen, you know what's gonna help me better this narrative of how it is if someone with credibility and status starts to actually say about me and starts talking shit about me like this, aka you, like, at all, when you was fucking with me, I thought my narrative was not how it is.
then you really want
Raise your hand if you've ever dated a celebrity.
I always like have like little flashbacks with Young Thug.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Young Thugger.
It was great, and he paid me only $3,000.
Okay, so Thug was the best you ever had. Who was the second best?
That's a tie between like 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg.
This is the question I have to ask you, young brothers, because I don't know. I don't understand it. I really don't understand what's going on. Maybe it's some incredible booty. Maybe it's a wonderful personality. I don't know. I mean, from what I see from the outside, I cannot believe that it's a great personality, because this young woman, Selena Powell, goes on talk shows and talk about who she dates, how she sleeps with them, and what she does with them. That's not a great personality. That's a snitch. That's a tell-all. So it behooves me to wonder why these young NBA or NFL players or these rappers sleep with the same woman when they know she will tell what they have done in bed. She does not keep anything a secret. Now, is it on purpose? Are they doing that because they want to be out there? They want to be known? Because I cannot understand anyone with any type of intelligence would still be sleeping with this woman. I don't care how this woman looks, unless she can make her vagina talk, unless she does something incredible that I will probably never see or understand, to get you to even give her the time of day when you know that she's on talk shows telling about the people she slept with, the people she have done. Her latest stint on the internet is that she slept with Little Merch that plays in BMF. She's telling all his business. He has no money. He's broke. He's living in there. She's telling all his business. Then you on a TV show, a rap TV show, you're talking about you're the big man, you doing all these drugs, you got money and all this. And then you sleep with a known internet wannabe out there mouth that's going to tell all your business, that makes your show look like, I mean, we know that these are actors playing parts, that they're not the actual people. But sometimes you just have to think about it. I'm sure you could have got plenty of other women out there, but you decide to sleep with the one woman that's known to tell everything, the mouth of the South. It does not make any sense to put yourself in that situation. You know 50 Cent is going to clown you on it, because you're going to sleep. You slept with someone that's telling all your business, that you're poor, that you don't have any money. You have all these people that watch the BMF show and they're looking at you as a representative of your father, that you're selling drugs, that you're big drug dealer, that you started this in the rap game, that you went to Magic City, and y'all are the invaders of making money rain. And you sleep with this Selena Powell that loves telling on who she sleeps with. She has no shame in her game. She doesn't mind telling you that she blows bubbles in your pre-children cream. She has no self-aware or to hold back, because her only claim to fame is sleeping with the people that give her an opportunity to sleep with. I don't understand. It's a difference when you sleep with a woman and you don't know, woman or man, either side, and you don't know how many bodies they have. And then you find out how many bodies they have. But to actually sleep with someone that puts her body on her resume of who she has slept with, and then you sleep with her. Now, here's a little clip of her on some talk show where she's revealing again who she has slept with, and she's proud of it.
You've ever dated a celebrity?
that I always like have like little flashbacks was Young Thug.
Oh shit. Young Thugger.
Damn. But it was great. And he paid me. Only 3,000.
Okay, so Thug was the best you ever had. Who was the second best?
That's a tie between like 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg. She's jumping in.
Snoop or 50 Cent? You have to choose one.
Snoop.
Snoop?
I feel really bad. I shouldn't have done all that to him. I was so surprised when I was fucking him. I was like, oh my God. I'm still waiting for Drake.
Drake?
Thank you. Drake? That was
That's what I'm saying. You hear this? She is dropping names. She is telling people's business. She doesn't have a problem. Why would you give her the chance? This is the same issue that they had with that Brittany Renner. You know they sleeping with all these other people. I mean, I don't have the mindset. I'm an older person, so maybe I don't get it. Do these young people enjoy sleeping with someone that someone else has slept with? That's what I'm saying. This whole thing with these, I don't want to get off rant and jump with Cardi B and she baby daddies and all this. I don't want to get on this stuff, but I'm just saying, what is with this younger generation? What happened to y'all in the respect? Like I say, it's easy when you don't know who your significant other has been sleeping with because they're not broadcasting it or putting it in your face. But these people are generally going out and seeking someone that has slept with multiple people. Are you dudes? I don't want to say I don't want to use the word and get in trouble. Can I say gay? Because if you're a man and you're going to seek a woman that you know has slept with other rappers, are you going to sleep with her because by definition you want to feel like you slept with that rapper? Is that some kind of weird thing that's going on that I don't understand? Because if you sleep with Selena Powell, you're sleeping with a whole bunch of other people. So are you seeking her out to sleep with her because you want to feel like you slept with Drake? I don't know if she really slept with Snoop Dogg or not. She claimed it in this video. So by sleeping with her, do you want to wish you had slept with Snoop Dogg? By sleeping with her, do you wish you had slept with 50 Cent? What's going on? Some kind of Transformers out here that do you not understand what's going on? She should be on radio shows talking about how no one wants to date her anymore. But you people are giving her the time of day. She is sleeping with you and then she is talking about it. Then she only is coming on radio shows and talking about it right now. Do you imagine when someone gets a hold of her with some smarts, with some brains, and get her to write a book about all the rappers and NFL players and sports people that she has slept with, that she's happy to tell because they pay her a few more dollars? It's crazy. I don't understand how you would feel that way. And then she just came on here and said that Young Thug flew her out and slept with her and paid her $33,000. So if you flew her out and you paid her, what, $10,000, do you feel like you got a bargain? Do you feel better? Or if you flew her out and you paid her like $100,000, will you feel like an idiot because you paid her more money than the other person paid her to fly her out? I don't know this young lady. She may have a magic booty. I don't know. Like I said, I probably would never see it. I think she said she did some porn or something on Twitter or something, or X. So I don't know. Maybe I can look it up and see if maybe she has the most incredible booty. I don't know. But I'm just saying, for me, I don't want to sleep with the same woman that I know other people have slept with. There's a difference when you don't know. When you find out you're dating someone, they be like, oh, that was my ex-boyfriend. You'd be like, oh, okay. But someone that puts it on the front newspaper that I have slept with this person has filled me up with seeds and threw me upside down and my legs behind my head. I'm not seeking that woman out. So there's got to be something weird in the psychology of these men that go to sleep with the same women in Hollywood that all these other men have slept with. And it gotta be something about the LGB that you're not speaking about. Because for you to actively want to sleep with a woman that has been filled by multiple other men, I gotta think you want to be a part of that because you want to feel like you've slept with all these other men also. Now, if I'm wrong, hey, I don't think I'm wrong though, and I don't think other people think I'm wrong. Because there's no way I want to go behind another dude unless I want to feel what that other dude is feeling. And that's some LGBT stuff. Now, if you want to tell me I'm wrong, you want to talk about it, you leave a comment. But I don't think I'm wrong. And I don't think anybody's going to answer because none of these rappers, well, no, they may not be smart enough to not say anything. They may come out and just tell who they are because she doesn't have a problem telling who you are. She'll tell everybody how you slept with her, what you did, if she licked your butt or not. People are crazy. Stop the insanity. Okay, I'm just seeing you in the house. I know you ready to get in there and eat. Yeah. I'm hoping I remember when you call me later because I want to talk to you. It's some stuff that just some weird internet stuff that just got my mind just. I don't know. Like this. If you're this Selena Powell chick, she's not the only one, but she's some white chick that has slept with multiple rappers, multiple NFL, NBA players. Oh, yeah, she talked about it. Right, talks about all of it. So her latest thing on the internet, she's talking about Little Meech that plays in that BMF. He's playing his father that was big time drug dealers and stuff, and they started some of the stuff in rap. And they also started the damn Make It Rain in strip clubs. So she's coming out, she just came out with telling him and stuff. So she played a video of him calling her saying, please take it down. This is my reputation. You got to stop saying this stuff about me. Huh? Didn't she get beat up? Like, they came up on her, beat her up? Well, I think Cardi was going to beat up because she had tried to say that she was pregnant by Offset, but then and showed what you call pregnancy test online saying she was pregnant, but it came out it was fake in the end. Okay. She's faked about some other people, but she's also told the truth, you know. So I just got on this thing on my thing and was ranting about it. Like I don't understand the concept of wanting to sleep with. I was like, it's different when you don't know. Like, of course, you in a relationship, you meet somebody and you know they've had other boyfriends, you know they slept with people, but they're not actively putting it in your face. Like it's not on the front of a newspaper and junk. Like, you know, like Heather slept with 9 other people. You know what I'm saying? Or Norman has slept with 20 other people or whatever and junk. You know, it's not on the front line. What is wrong with these dudes that actively seek out these women that you know have slept with these other basketball players and football players? So I was saying, is there something in the psychology? Is it some LGBT stuff that you think by sleeping with her? So if she slept with Drake, if you sleep with her, by definition, do you feel like you slept with Drake also? I'm like, what is the psychology? I'm like, I know y'all gonna comment and say like I'm totally wrong or whatever, but I say, just think about it though. If I know if she has said, like, not this, not word of mouth, she gets on radio shows and she talks about every person she has slept with, what she has done. She has blown bubbles in their nut and all this other stuff. And then you seek her out to sleep with her. Are you doing it because you saying, by this definition, I get to sleep with her? She slept with Drake. She slept with 50 Cent. So I've also slept with 50 Cent and Drake. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
That is one way. That is one way of looking at it from a case study point of view with human mentality and sexuality.
Yeah.
The other one too, which it gives credence to it also. Oh, there's a lot of people, especially I think for men. It's hard for men to realize that other men have no self-esteem. Like they just can't, understand it. So their self-esteem is so low, they feel like, oh, if I sleep with her, I'm just as big as so-and-so, just like you said. Not like I want to do it because I want to sleep with Drake, but I'm a guy too. I'm a good guy. I'm a stud. I'm one of them niggas. That happened, yeah. Because why after seeing what what's her name, the Kanye's wife went through.
Kim Kardashian.
Well, you would think no one would want to like be next to her. Child, please. After that, everybody still wanted to speak with her.
Right, but she also doesn't go out and get on talk shows and talk about it. Like I'm saying, this chick, her whole main thing is going on talk shows and talking about it and writing a book later on about her licking your butt and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're right. I wouldn't want to sleep with Kim Kardashian either. But like you just said though. So that's what it is. So they feel like if they sleep with them, they big people too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man,
and then you got some fans out there, some Kanye fans, some true fans are probably like, no, I ain't gonna go behind and sleep with his wife.
Right.
I ain't gonna disrespect him like that. And you got single fans that I'm gonna sleep with his wife too. That's like me sleeping with Kanye. It's just like you said.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying you're not meeting a virgin, but I'm just saying sleeping with someone that her whole career is going on talk shows and telling everybody about it and how much you paid to fly her out and all this stuff. It just, like I say, it doesn't make sense when she tells on you and then, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, he's on there begging and 50 Cent jumped right on it. He was like, this probably the end of the BMF show. Because he's on there begging, please, this is my reputation. Please don't stop. Could you stop, please?
not married. Then why should I feel bad about that? Why should I make you feel comfortable about the choice that you made for your life?
Mhm.
Why I do that? No.
It's like they say, the last, yeah, it's like they say, the only people that really supposed to judge is the Lord.
You know? And that's not judging. It's just like, you ever get no, I'm not married. Duh. I mean, that's just it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
sometimes I'm a woman, I'm not stupid, I haven't lived long enough. You can always tell when someone, either they think you're attractive or they trying to flirt with you, especially out of curiosity. Every woman knows that anytime a man asks you, oh, how many kids you got? See, I already know when you're trying to go with the conversation. You trying to see, test the waters or whatever, or I don't think out of the blue, a man just wants to know how strange woman he's never met before, how many kids he got. This is just me.
Right,
so
right.
Every time, if I felt like kind of overly creepy, I always say, oh, 2, me and my husband. If I just kind of out of the blue, I'm just not thinking or just not reading creepy vibes or whatever, I would just say, oh, no, not married. Because I don't like to say, you just assume, because I'm a black woman, I got kids, but I ain't got no husband. So it's just, they go, oh, what? Oh,
Yeah,
like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and I always say the same thing. I said, well, I wasn't raised that way. Like, I'm not a wedlock. This is, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. Times are crazy out here, man. Times are crazy. Like I say, it doesn't affect us personally, but it's just, times are just crazy out here.
I think more so than crazy is more with the internet. That's what I'm saying. It's quicker than when we just had dial-up, an email would go out.
Right.
That's all it is.
But it's still happening. It's still happening. We just get to hear it sooner.
But like he said, I grew up with people, aunties, mama friends, the lady on the 3rd floor. This shit was happening. This ain't new to me. It's happening in people's families. I'm supposed to go, oh, this is a celebrity? Come on. Like, no.
I know, but shit, that's just like, you don't be on Facebook. Like on Facebook, when they be posting like somebody's birthday, I'm like, why are they posting? Because it'll get views. I'm like, why the hell are they posting so-and-so's birthday? Like, she don't know you from, you know what I'm saying? Like what they say, that from a can of paint. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Hey, come on. No offense. I feel as being a Libra, I feel like I get Cardi at times when she do stupid shit. But for one, Cardi does not think she's an African American.
Mm-hmm.
She always says that. She thinks that she has no African blood at all. Okay, maybe she don't. Do your DNA test. She has always a disdain in her vernacular when she speaks of African American women. So personally, I don't give a fuck what she do. She already, to me, has some issues. Don't have a true understanding of herself. And she can fuck shit. So that's why I'm kind of like, what? I don't give a fuck.
I know. That's what Cameron said. So, that on that Cameron and May show, they don't be giving. He said, look, she from South Bronx. He says, it's hard to pull out them sugar walls. He said, anybody that knows the dated Latino women from the South Bronx, they can't pull out them sugar walls. they gonna get them pregnant.
And the fact that you have unprotected sex while you still married.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You can have fun, but like, just wear a condom.
You see, think about it. She's ignorant as fuck. What does she want to do? She want to get back because she thought he got someone pregnant while they were married. So this get back is like you didn't understand marriage. You're doing old kooky, weird boyfriend-girlfriend shit.
Like the same thing we said, that women can't cheat the same because you could end up with the baby.
You have a package. And I don't think her parents were married, so she don't understand marriage at all in itself. She doesn't come from, watching parents struggle through marriage, watching parents struggle, dating.
So he gonna have 3 babies around the same time because he got 2 other chicks pregnant too.
He's ignorant.
Well, right, but he's the winner because he got Cardi B pregnant. See, she don't understand that either. People need to explain that.
Understand that.
Even if they don't understand about the sex, they need to tell her, like, just like with a guy, like, you're Cardi B. You don't want somebody getting you pregnant because then they could attach their name to you.
Right. And see, this is what they need to understand too. She's on that spectrum of hard-headed as fuck.
Right.
She don't listen. You can't tell her nothing.
Right.
She's the real example of one of those chicks. No matter what they do, she's gonna always bust her fucking head. So it's like, you know what? Hopefully when she hits in her 30s, she'll have a come to Jesus or Jesus moment. I don't know. But other than that, there's nothing you can do.
That's true.
You let her live her life. She's ignorant.
You're right,
and
baby.
And I'm like ignorant. She's just like, she has this money, this opportunity in life to give it to her kids, yes. But to in my opinion, to better herself.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's taking it in some aspects, certain things. But she don't do the right thing, in my opinion, what I would do. But she's not me, so.
You're right. Because, I mean, Rihanna's like in the same boat, but she's still keeping it more respectful because she with the same person. But she's not even married. But she's still keeping it with the same person. They still together. You're not getting pregnant from revenge sex.
Right. But see, Rihanna moves like a powerful woman who don't want her to get married and don't fuck up her money.
Mm-hmm.
And she's in a great committed relationship. You never heard anything. Shorty stepping out.
Right.
Stepping out. So to me, I'm not thinking Rihanna. I keep forgetting that they're not married. I thought they were.
Right.
So that's the difference. And I think too, as a celebrity or powerful, very wealthy person, you get the money and the means. Oh, you get her.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
well, you still, you know, you can get that prenup. You know, you can get that prenup.
You can get that prenup, but you know, like, you don't know. I don't give a fuck. Get that prenup. Get that
Right. You get that prenup with that prenut. Prenup with the prenut.
They tickle me when they get tattoos and shit. I ain't tattooing nobody's name on me. Like,
yes.
Something like that, I see it, but not shy. Every time they say clock or every time they do it, what happens?
Yeah.
End of the relationship.
Shit, you remember that old ass time when Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie was walking around with each other's blood and shit.
Yeah, I mean, you want that to my name, we go right ahead. I ain't gonna stop you. But don't think we sitting there doing it together.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'd rather like some symbol or something that we idolize or worship. We did it together. That would be like a symbol between us, and not sharing each other's names. No, I know my name. You know your name, right?
You almost finished your food?
No, I'm just cleaning up. I got food left over from yesterday, so I'm just going to eat that. So I'm moving slow, getting my house cleaned up.
Oh, yeah. While I'm talking to you, too, can you put out that green ladder by your clothes and stuff so I remember to grab it?
Okay.
Because I saw a damn wasp nest over here.
Yeah, up under the thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's not in the front where you saw it, where you think you saw it. It's on the side over there where your plant at.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Because my alarm thing kept going off back there. I kept saying, what the fuck? Why does it keep going off? I don't see nobody. And then I would rewind and look, and I kept seeing a bug. So I was like, okay, is it a bug attached to the, that's attracted to the tape or something? It's smelling something. And then I went out there and looked and shit. It was a couple of big ass hornets flying around. So I went out there and tried to spray them with some Raid. And then I looked up in there and I saw the little wasp nest and shit.
Well, I got wasp spray in the laundry room. Remember I bought it from when we first found it.
Right. So I wanted the ladder so I could get up in there and really spray it good. Okay?
Okay. I just put the ladder out.
Okay. So I can get up there and get that shit. Even though it's about to get cold, we can get rid of that shit.
Yeah, but still, I don't want them hibernating.
That's what I'm saying. Or coming back next year because they remember where it's at. Knock that shit out now.
Because I hate to sit back out there and then got to be rushed to the emergency room. Jesus.
Right.
That is a serious fucking thing. They don't stop. They keep going and going like they're taking your ass down.
Oh, shit. I know. I made sure I swept because I saw one dead on the ground. Because I remember you accidentally slept on the motherfucker still stinging.
Yeah, oh Jesus, oh my.
And shit.
Okay, I'm gonna finish cleaning, and then I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna get in the tub. Because
Okay.
I got up early this morning and worked out. I said if I work out this morning, then if I was in the mood, I might come on. I might still do 10 minutes. I'm gonna just see.
Okay, baby.
Okay.
Sound like a plan.
Okay, so I just got the living room clean and the kitchen, so now my head's in the back.
Sound like a plan. Can't wait to see your naked butt tomorrow.
All right, baby.
All right, baby. Oh, did you say what time? You say like 5 or 6 you might be getting off?
No, I'm gonna let you know tomorrow. Before I left, and I saw that she was coming in at 3. I said no, she was coming in at 4. I said no. She always say, "Oh, I'm leaving with wet hair." And I said, "Then she go, you gonna dry it?" No, I said no. She always do that. So tell her she need to come at 2. She come at 2, then I can get home by 4.
Okay, and do you want me to wait and grab you first and then we get Cuddy or have Cuddy?
I think yeah, you can have Cuddy because then I'm gonna put everything by the door that needs to go in the car, and then we can roll out.
Okay, I'm just checking with you. You the boss.
Okay, babe.
Okay, baby.
All right.
Traveling to Texas, that we would be out of town and say we were going to Texas, but I notified him on June 1st, the children would not be available for the visit in August. He requested on June 21st to visit during the weekend that I had already previously told him we would not be in town. His decision to come to Kansas was his decision to come to Kansas, but I had notified him 2.5 months earlier that we would not be available for that visit, as that was a visit that I had scheduled with the extended family that we had been trying to schedule and calendar since the previous February.
How was it so difficult to schedule that, Dallas?
My cousin has 6 kids and very full life. I have 2 kids in soccer, and so getting our schedules to align for like a family get together is very, very, very difficult. That's why we had that particular weekend. It was the only weekend. Otherwise, I would have rescheduled it. Would have happily rescheduled it. It was the only weekend that we had available. Like I said, we were trying to schedule since February, and if we didn't go that weekend, we probably wouldn't have been able to visit this year at all. And I had explicitly told him on June 1st, these are the weekends that were available. I gave him 4 different weekends. He said, well, those won't work with my work schedule. So I gave him 5 additional weekends we could be available. So I gave him a total of 9 weekends to choose from. And I have a hard time believing that out of 9 weekends, none of those would work for his work schedule. Going back to the visit in January, and I have concern, and this part of my concern where I don't exactly what's called in Kansas an evidentiary hearing, I think is the name of it, where I present documents to you to substantiate facts, in that Mr. Bravo stated that in January 2025, he stated that he didn't visit. I have the documentation from the visitation exchange place that he did indeed visit in January of 2025. The hearing was on January 15th of 2025. The judge scheduled the visitation a week and a half later And he was able to get off work just fine to complete that visit in a very short notice. So I have a hard time believing that given 9 weekends over the course of 3 months, that there wasn't one weekend that he couldn't visit the kids alternate to that weekend instead of like, I mean, and additionally, the 48-hour notice is not in the court order either. It is a 30-day notice that was written into the court order. Additionally, we do communicate exclusively via Talking Parents, the Talking Parents app. I'm not sure if this court uses that as a co-parenting tool, but it is documented. So all of these conversations and the communications regarding visitations are documented in that app. So the evidence, again, the evidence is present that states that I've given him multiple options for visitation. I am not trying to keep him from visiting his sons. I am definitely trying to work with him. And also, I believe that it's reasonable that I not be required to cancel travel plans with family that we've been trying to get done for 6 months when there were other weekends available.
First of all, Benjamin, if you were notified 2 months in advance that there was a conflict with that particular weekend in August, I would have expected you to work with Monica on that and reschedule to a different weekend in August. Your Honor, you don't need to. I'm just telling you, from my point of view, with that said, Monica, Dad has to take the time with his boys. I don't know what his schedule considerations are in trying to get free to come to Kansas. He's the one that's making the effort to come here. Dad is going to fit out over visitation with any other person virtually every time. And you should have changed your Dallas travel plans to accommodate him. But that's one other thing. The bottom line is here, Benjamin, I would consider that since you made a good thing for traditional boys and others, that is one year of weekends. It's not to pretty much have to you don't have to pick it up. And I realize you need time to do it. That's not what I'm saying. But as far as the requirements, you've met that requirement. I think one is you can see it, that you have completed 4 of 5 times. So now you've got 5 up. So where do we go from here? If you're looking at the California border, there's no reconcile with Kansas and this thing. I don't want a basically letting people to have these entire children by this visitation plan that California put in place. They're actually an entirely different, perhaps even year-round school schedule. So the court's going to stay on the implementation of that portion of the law, which apparently called children shall decide to follow on odd numbered class. That's about Friday 6, including on Sunday 6. I'd like to go ahead. Because they were being a program like they were part of like now it's they exploring themselves okay, and Benjamin, Scott Glenn, right? No, we're supposed to do the hospital. Yeah. Yeah, I see.
It's actually more because, we either have to pay for free play tickets or, either I have to fly with them or they have to travel as unaccompanied minors, which almost doubles the price of the ticket. So the tickets are closer to $1,000 each as an unaccompanied minor, or free play tickets are approximately $700, which is still, it's kind of a wash either way.
Richmond, right before the order, have you about Kansas?
Yeah, I had talked to Sam yesterday. I'm looking at specific way. Hopefully I can do that. Yeah, try to.
There are nothing that's been communicated to me regarding any travel plans at all. And I am also still going to request a 30-day advance like notice because the boys are both involved in multiple soccer leagues and working now.
You're playing Saturday, what are you doing Saturday?
Some of the league play is actually out of town. So that's where it gets tricky. Again, I'm totally willing to work with him. And he's, absolutely has already been involved in their participation in soccer. And I think it's really healthy for the boys that when he's able to come to Kansas and he's able to support them here in the things that they love and that they're involved in, it's really good for them. I just want to make sure that the request that we don't have a repeat of, I understand what you're saying about changing travel plans with family. Also, if I were to ask the kids to miss an entire tournament weekend out of town to accommodate visitation, that would be devastating to them.
All right, there's next one, Anderson. Monica, send it to him. Email it to him.
Okay. Yeah, it's a combination of multiple places, so yeah, there's not one place to access that, but I can send it. Also note that it changes regularly. I will note that it changes regularly. I just got a message yesterday from the oldest child's coach, requesting additional games and changing the schedule for this weekend. And just 30 minutes ago, I got a message from the youngest child's coach, changing his schedule for this weekend as well. So just to note that the schedule changes a lot, pretty regularly.
Your Honor, in terms of the access was the independence. The last time I was in Kansas, we go up to Sam's school, and as part of the school principal, I'm going to show you the order. And basically, she told me that she was not going to violate the recommendation, and that she was going to contact law enforcement because she did actually do the order that they did. Apparently, somebody put some thoughts in their head, and so this week I followed up. Actually, I followed up like this week to see why I haven't had access and school grades and attendance and stuff. The principal of the school is to provide the same access that Mr. Rourke has. I think, I don't know what Mr. Rourke is telling them, but it feels like it seems like they're operating off of the idea that there's still a
understand what paragraph of the California order you're referring to. The creation of this information. Yeah, that,
I don't, I do remember.
well, Mr. Robert Hernandez, this court has no intention of limiting your access to their educational records. We have every right to know.
Yeah, I think the school system believes that there might be, I'm not really sure, sure that was much, but from the way the principal reacted to when I showed her the paperwork, and it seemed like almost like they were trying to say mom and educate from me with that should not be true. There's never been any violence, a criminal act, or there was a restraining order to do that. But that's the only place that's what it is. So I'm not really sure what it is or who's going, but the school principal that's exactly not very interested in working.
A lot of messy situations they have to deal with. Certainly this isn't the case where interpretation formally, you try to present accountability to a Kansas educational institution. I'm sure the first is going to kind of be resistant. We often run into this situation where campus orders are being enforced in other states. And Germany just want to see some sort of localized order.
I actually got a some reaction with one school member, then school, that school principal, that's not over for the property, granted the access to the institution. And the other school, so I have access to N school groups, his information, but I don't have access to that. Which is kind of weird to me, but
What weekend in October were you contemplating if you would take orders to Tuesday?
Yeah, the next schedule I want to do like late October. Obviously, I have my employer have to put in 3 days in advance in order to do a time off. But, so that kind of combination is doing as well.
Well, I've always had a soccer event. You may want to ask if they've got to go to the Chiefs game to participate in the soccer team. Very well, maybe right. But, I mean, that's a great father-son experience potentially. I would expect to take them to a game that the Chiefs win. I don't want to traumatize by a Chiefs loss.
Yeah, we became Chiefs fans all of a sudden.
No, that as they should. It's kind of our local team here in Kansas. With that said, the court certainly supports the company in October. I think that's a great plan for the future. I do know that you have a clear blank division order, which would give you extended time in California. Boys, your break, which we call Christmas break. Apparently in California, that's called the winter break. But apparently there's a division of that period each year, first half, second half, obviously, the court would expect that would take place. You can get extended time somewhere in that neighborhood of time around Christmas that you could spend with you and your family out there in California. What the court was really envisioning for now is this October is whether you're doing the soccer tournaments around here or you're taking the kids to the Chiefs game, that seems to be the best plan. But you need to get that date locked in. And give Monica notice of it, and then talk to the inspector complaint. And get her.
As far as the we had talked about splitting the
But no, I looked at that and I was like, fuck, I think 11 years will not be the holiday will be with the mother during the odd number of years. And 2025 is an odd number of years. So next day is a pier through the California border to the Washington period. The next one.
So I wouldn't see them.
Well, for Thanksgiving, being hers this year. I mean, this court really doesn't want to limit you coming out here. If you want to come here, when you're from a good school, you have some pretty liberal permission from this court to come. If you already know that body can know you're coming.
Right, yeah, it's my great office next week, so it's the most comfortable. Yeah, obviously it's time. But I would definitely love to see my kids during breaks. I don't know if it's I guess.
She just gave birth several months ago to the little one that you see her holding on the screen.
When the sawdust settles and you get yours, the thing you care about is a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels different. Your wallet, whatever you do it for less than Harbor Freight.
Many in our communities are struggling with the stigma of addiction and may feel helpless.
Shame and stigma is the biggest barrier to somebody getting any type of help.
When you label somebody, what do you get out of life? Nothing. But when you help somebody, you can change the world.
Let's replace.
She just gave birth several months ago to the little one that you see her holding on the screen. She is not working. She does not have that type of money.
Plaintiff's motion to show cause in this matter, Ms. Thomas.
Thank you, Your Honor. In this case, the case scheduling order required the parties to participate in mediation in the month of December. And as it shows on the register of actions, mediation was canceled by Mr. Brundage because the defendant did not, in fact, pay mediation fees prior to the mediation, to in violation of the order of this court, causing failure to move forward with this case. And so they were asking that we could enter a default and then just simply proceed. There still has to be a ROPA hearing in this particular matter, which it could have been done a long time ago, but it still does need to be done. And then we could bring this to a conclusion.
Okay. Ms. Canfield, what's your response?
Well, thank you, Your Honor. Well, first of all, I very rarely see someone held in contempt of court or sanctioned for having the inability to pay a mediation fee. Ms. Thomas did not contact or communicate with me. If she had, her information and her motion would have been correct or corrected. She indicated in her brief that I had not responded to Mr. Brundage and apprised him of what was happening, when in fact I did. And I have an email communication with him informing him that I had relayed the message to my client, and she was going to just contact him regarding that payment. Since then, I have spoken and communicated with my client, who has the inability to pay that mediation fee of $525 right now. She just gave birth several months ago to the little one that you see her holding on the screen. She is not working. She does not have the type of money to pay for mediation. Now, that having been said, I am happy, as is my client, to informally mediate that with Ms. Thomas and her client, but I don't think that the inability to pay a mediation fee for somebody who just gave birth and is on maternity leave should necessitate an entry of a default judgment.
Did you catch that? The attorney pushing back hard, arguing that her client just had a baby and shouldn't be punished for not paying a $525 mediation fee. This is a crucial legal moment. Courts are supposed to distinguish between won't pay and can't pay. Contempt of court usually requires willful disobedience, not financial hardship. Should someone be punished for simply being broke, especially while on maternity leave? This could set the tone for the whole hearing. Let's see if the judge shows compassion or pushes forward anyway.
I think that we ought to be able to negotiate this and read that the parties themselves have spoken and come to some tentative agreements that Ms. Thomas and I can discuss further and put into a consent judgment of divorce to enter before this court. And I would ask the court deny the motion and allow us to continue to negotiate to resolve this matter.
What's happening with regard to the ROPA action?
Typically, the person that has the child that is not of the marriage is the one that brings that ROPA action and is not upheld by Ms. Canfield. My understanding is that when we were at the scheduling conference, well, it was actually at the first motion hearing, and another one person from Ms. Canfield's office was in attendance. And it was my understanding that they were going to be bringing the action, but I've heard nothing from Ms. Canfield since then. Well, she wasn't here that day. I've heard nothing from her in this case at all.
Well, if she doesn't do it, Ms. Conlon, you're gonna have to do it, or it's gonna be an order.
Alexa, set a timer for 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Alexa, do you have any timers? Alexa, do I have any timers? Alexa, do I have any timers? Alexa, set a timer for 40 minutes. What the fuck? What is going on? Alexa, do I have any timers? Alexa. Alexa, do I have any timers? Alexa, set a timer. Alexa, how much time I got left on my timer? Alexa, how much time do I have left on my timer?
No one files the proper paternity or ROPA action, the wrong man could be legally declared the father and stuck paying child support for 18 years. This shows how powerful legal defaults can be. Silence can cost you nearly 2 decades of payments. Imagine being able to father that paperwork alone. Do you think that's fair? This is why deadlines in filing this matter so much in family court. Let's see who actually steps up to file this action before it's too late.
Will be declared to be the father.
No, I understand
You
that.
pay for 18 years or more if you want.
No, I understand that, but when I was told by counsel that they were going to bring it, I assumed that that was going to happen, and I've written a couple of emails to the gentleman, and I've not heard back, so I don't know.
Ms. Thomas, may I ask you who was present at that hearing?
I
Do you have
don't
an
know.
attorney who left the office?
It could well have been, I don't know. I have his name in my other part of my file, but I don't have it right here.
Ms. Canfield, is your intent to proceed with the ROPA action, or?
Absolutely, Your Honor, we will get them filed.
Staff says Attorney Crow.
Thank you, that explains things, Your Honor. We don't have the best notations to the file sometimes. So I will definitely get that motion filed and we'll get that conducted.
Okay, well, let's do that.
Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
To get together to,
Second timer, 30 minutes,
resolve
starting now.
the issues.
Alexa,
They feel that they can
what timers do I have?
discuss the matters amongst
You
them
have
and get
2
it
timers.
resolved.
A 30-minute timer with about 29 minutes left and a 40-minute timer with about 36 minutes left.
Alexa, cancel the 30-minute timer.
30-minute timer canceled.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, before we have a settlement conference this afternoon. Do we need to still be here for that now that with what we just done?
No, let's proceed, we'll proceed on the, ROPA action, and then we can, again, at that point, that might get things resolved, depending on the resolution of that. If not, then we'll set up for trial at that time.
Thank you, Your Honor. This time, I'll be in touch. Good. Thank you. Goodbye.
Karen this morning.
I wasn't certain. I had notified her. She is aware. She did sign a stipulation. I can call her and see if she is available.
We don't need to have this.
Thank you. Good morning, Judge. That Ms. Thomas's client is not the biological father, and we've sent over a stipulation. So, Ms. Thomas, did you receive that this morning?
I did not.
Okay. We have emailed it to you. It is signed by both the client and Mr. Ramiro Gutierrez III, who is the biological father, as well as myself, and it has a signature line for yourself and your client. I just wanted to make the court aware that she agrees that Mark is not the dad.
Okay. Here's the shocking twist. Both sides now agree that the alleged father, Mark, isn't actually the biological father. Once there's even a signed stipulation admitting it, that could completely change the case, but it's not a free pass. Courts don't just take someone's word, they need hard proof. Without proper testing, Mark could still be on the hook legally despite everyone agreeing he's not the dad. Should the court accept the stipulation or demand DNA? This is where things get tense. Let's see how the judge handles this in bombshell.
Please don't recall the case. Calling case 2023-1819 DM Mark Porter versus April Porter. Today is Monday, February 12, 2024 at 9:03 a.m.
Matter before the court on the plaintiff's motion to determine the child born out of wedlock. There was some discussion before we went on the record. Ms. Canfield that she had sent over a stip signed by her client acknowledging that in fact the plaintiff is not the biological father. Obviously, looking at the time frame when the last sexual relations occurred and the birth of the child, he possibly could have that. Do we have any DNA testing in this matter?
I don't believe DNA testing has been conducted, Your Honor, but it's my understanding that there was a medical procedure preventing Mr. Porter from bearing any other children with his wife.
Okay, that's correct. Okay. Well, understand that, but let's state in those instances, medical procedures are not always accurate, so the court is in order that there be some DNA testing done. So,
Curry's original bag is back now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new spicy chicken sandwich, hot ham and cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender wrap, or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix match 82 with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
Wayfair's top 3 game day tips. First, create a cozy pregame spot. Next, grill from anywhere. And prep your porch for debriefs. Delivered free and easy. Shop everything outdoor at wayfair.com.
And here comes the judge's decisive move. Ordering a DNA test despite the vasectomy claim. This is key. Vasectomies aren't 100% foolproof, and courts need certainty before changing legal paternity. It's not about trusting anyone's word. It's about protecting the child's rights and future support. But this also delays resolution and forces everyone back to court. Do you think the judge made the right call, or should he have just accepted their stipulation? Either way, this sets the stage for a make or break DNA result. Let's see what happens next.
Court will have the matter done in that manner where we'll have the DNA testing. Once we get that done, then we'll set up for a Wednesday afternoon hearing at that time. So Ms. Canfield, I'll let you coordinate with Ms. Thomas to get the DNA testing done, and then once that happens, we'll set up for a hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right. All right, so do you want an order prepared indicating that is question one? Question two is, as far as payment of that, DNA testing, is that the defendant's payment?
Yeah, so I'll have the defendant responsible for that. Scarefield, you may want to check with Mr. Magnus so that maybe we can get something coordinated through front of the court and do that at a nominal charge.
Thank you, Your Honor. I know that I believe she's residing out of state, so that might be the difficulty.
I think Mr. Magnuson has, we have other cases like that. I'm pretty sure that he can do it through the same DNA test company and still get that by the price. So I think that will work.
Perfect.
Okay, coordinate that and then let us know when we need to say your.
Thank you.
The judge orders DNA testing to confirm paternity before finalizing anything. If results show Mark isn't the father, he walks away free of responsibility. But if the science surprises everyone, he could face 18 years of child support. And this case highlights how courts balance compassion for struggling parents with the hard need for legal certainty. No matter how emotional things get, facts still rule the courtroom. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns.
Contracts crumble, lies decay.
Now y'all gonna drag me to this one. Now y'all gonna drag me to this one. I have to call Bush. Here. Jeff Bezos is sued by his housekeeper named Mercedes Ware. Okay? Now, Mercedes was a 6-figure paying housekeeper. Now, I don't know how she did that good, but what she did. 6 figures for me to clean some other toilets. Where's the damn toilet? Okay, I do it now. This is that Bezos, don't even worry about flushing all. I got it. Don't even worry about it, okay? Hey, don't even spit in the mother. I just spit it right here in my head. I got it. Bitch, 6 between our house. Do you understand what I'm saying? Y'all got goddamn lawyers. Y'all know institution lashings or whatever, okay? 6 figures. Mercedes Weta, who is Hispanic, okay, was working for Jeff Bezos, got 5, according to Jeff, okay? Let me make sure. For poor performance, where I signed up. I'm next to live, just like you. How you doing? I got your gun. Right here. Right here. You know? Right here. There's how many people plastic on $50? 6 figures? 6 figures this way up? Come on now. Come on, you know how people don't get paid that kind of money. You know that. I was trying to find a picture of I was trying to find a picture of what she looked like. Okay? They put them in salary after she got maybe 6 figures. And after she got 5, according to them, she never put what she got 5. For poor performance, okay? She demanded $9 million as severance pay. She only works under Mr. Jeff Bezos' whole employee. Okay? Now, she cites in her lawsuit against Mr. Bezos after they refused to pay the $9 million, after they gave her 6 figures and she couldn't keep that from her. Okay? That after a year of working, and it took her getting fired from her to realize that there was multiple violations that occurred amongst Hispanics, and she is alleging racial discrimination, retaliation, poor working conditions, no meal breaks, no rest, or anything like that, or bathroom breaks were very, very limited. She said that they had to climb out of a window of the laundry room to enter the mechanical room to access the downstairs bathroom. Ms. Plater made 6 figures for Jeff Bezos. She said that she had to climb out of the window of the laundry room to enter a mechanical room, access the downstairs bathroom. Now she did this for a year till she got fired. Okay? She couldn't have meal breaks. So she was hungry. She worked 10, 14 hours a day. Which I would consider this a huge part. You know how good fasting is in your life. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Do you know how precious fasting is for your life? Fasting can reset your immune system. Fasting makes you stem cells. Okay? So for those of y'all that are trying to make a stem cell, you can make it your own by fasting. You can make it on your own. You fast 5, 6 days, you have new stem cells. You have new brain cells. Okay, you clear plenty in your brain. Fasting is almost like it is perfect as like giving birth to a whole new baby. You give birth to a whole new life. And you mad because people need you to 10, 14 hours. That is considered intermittent fasting. Have you guys looked up intermittent fasting on YouTube? Have you guys seen it? People are losing tons of weight. They are getting rid of diabetes. They're getting rid of Alzheimer's. They're slowing down. They're clearing their heart problems, digestive problems with 10 to 14 hours. 10 to 14 hours. And if you pay me 6 figures, I'm not asking to eat. I'm eating out of my goddamn paper. I'm eating when I get home. That's if I go home. If I got to take, what do you mean by apron? No, for real, I did this. Y'all think I'm playing. Listen, working in the restaurant industry, you don't get breaks. If we think like Mother's Day is the worst day it's for any restaurant, okay? First of all, it's the worst day. Break for money. Because we make, that's my service walking out $1,200, $1,500 all day. All right? When I tell you we didn't have time to eat, managers ain't trying to get it. So guess what we can't do? We can't put food in our okay? So I'm at the computer. Got your French fries. You got to do it like that. But some days I just didn't eat. Okay? eat. I don't understand. Now, see, I would be more inclined to believe her if this was class action, which means all the other 6 figure paying Hispanic workers that been discriminated upon joined the lawsuit, but they ain't crazy. Bitch, we in a recession. They ain't gonna jump the move. You understand what I'm saying? It comes both of them up. Come on, but the lawyer gonna take the money. I think this is the lawyer. See, this we're gonna get into Megan's issue here later. Okay, Megan's lawyer just came out looking like a personal injury attorney that represented her. Okay, we're gonna talk about this shit later, but I think she got approached. And this was the idea put in her head. That she mad that she can no longer use the restroom after jumping to the laundry room from the mechanical room with a piece of bread in her apron to piss. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. This is, come on. And let me tell you something. These are states. Just as those like that. How their house is run. We ain't even there half the time, okay? They have house staff, which means they have house managers that manage these people. She doesn't even have direct contact with you, okay? She takes orders from somebody else. So if there's discrimination going on, they have to look at the chain of command. We don't even see him. And they got a whole other house for the staff. This man is a multi-billionaire. He got a whole other house for his staff because guess what? Staff ain't gonna be using the bathroom. So if they was getting renovation done or something, and maybe they had to go use the bathroom in a big house, but he had company, and they don't want house staff, especially they use so they clean, using their bathroom. So yeah, they got to jump through the mechanical room to the laundry. You know how to I had to use the bathroom in Africa. Do you know how many bathrooms it took for me to sit my ass down on a toilet? I had to carry. Listen to me. When you see a hole in the ground, and you're in the middle of the village, and that bitch poking out your ass. Hold up. So you done ate okra soup. You done ate all the village fruits and vegetables. And now you got to use bathroom, okay? You in the village, you have to other village, okay? Listen, I'm like, where's the restroom? I'm thinking there's a porta potty. They walked me behind a brick wall. I kid you not, we'll put the video up on YouTube. I got a video of this, okay? They walked me behind a brick wall. And I said, where's the bathroom? I said, look down. I said, well, there's a hole. They had flies coming out of the hole. They had flies coming out of the hole. I said, now listen, now mind you, I gotta do number 2. So I'm like, it's going down there. That means the hole got to be big. So you got to aim right. The hole got to be big. You got to sit on a flat ground with a little piece of concrete coming out in a hole with flies. Now, you weren't supposed to squat, okay? Because I wasn't that great at squatting. I wasn't that great at squatting. I wasn't even going to try to squat. Okay, so I set my ass down over the brick, okay? I set my ass down on the brick. Luckily, I had me some baby wipes, okay? I was like, Lord, please don't let these flies fly above me. I can't do it. I cannot spray flies out of my ass, so I cannot do it. And I'm not trying to disrespect my bad neighbor people because I got to go right here. Because you know, I'm trying to use the restroom. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I adopted their way. They make it. You understand what I'm saying? So if look, but Mercedes is complaining about jumping the boat. At least she had a toilet to sit down. I had to sit down on the boat. Okay? I couldn't hold it. It was just one of those you couldn't hold. You know what I'm saying? It's not healthy to hold it anyway. That's what causes bloating, constipation, and all that backs up. You know, you don't want all that. So listen. Now, I grew up in an outhouse, okay? I had an outhouse that was like a porta potty with a metal shade, okay? There's a difference. I'm talking about when. Let me tell you something. Lord I love it. It's like a home. You know what I'm saying? I said everything about it. Some people change. I had to back on their bad. What happens is when you were African, they've been there a while. The intestines got to get used to water. So the water and the food for you a lot. Diarrhea, you got to get used to it. It's all the environment. You know what I'm saying? And the flies or everything, they carry viruses. You know what I'm saying? So you, everything you take care. So it's a good place to go lose weight if you want to lose some weight and detox. Right? I had this bathroom and we at the hospital trying to get COVID shots. I was like, hey, I got this restroom. We took to the restroom. First of all, I saw, look, Molly and they like use water buckets and stuff, and so that's very clean, right? But when I saw out there with water buckets, I was like, all right, I don't need the water buckets. I got my baby wipes, so I'm about to walk in. I walk into the bathroom. When I walk into the bathroom, Miss Mercedes, you better be listening to me and watching this show, okay? Let me tell you something. Because you wouldn't do it for $6 because I did it for free, okay? I did it for free. So I walk into the goddamn restaurant. I look down, smeared all over the floor, over the hole. I said, Lord, she was not today. Next day. So I walked right out holding my ass. Holding my ass. I said, I can't. She was like, what's wrong? I said, this is the hospital. It should not. This is unsanitary condition. You would. I can't. So I went to the gas station and I let it go, okay? I finally found one of the French old gas stations. Moving on. This is this is the world story right now, okay? Welcome to International World Story. I gotta have the news thing. When China gets back legally, we say right? For life. Because nobody sex trafficking. But she put all types. Oh, she calls, she wouldn't let me go, you know what I'm saying? And calls a porn star to tell her how it looks, and they're basically trying to sell me as porn, you know what I'm saying? I thought this was 30 and OnlyFans, so what you mad about doing porn for? I don't know, right? But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to let you come. Now, although I have my issues with China, I'm not going to let it because if she truly tried to sex traffic, why did it take China sitting for cease and desist before you carried your ass over to the FBI? Shouldn't you have made a left when you exited the apartment where she was trying to sex traffic? You should have busted a left down the street, made a right, made a double left, stopped at the red light, went by Jack in the Box, got you some food, and stayed outside the FBI building and the police station and connected this fucking. But instead, you want to take it to TikTok because you're going to get a lot of other subscribers to your own thing. And then when she decides to get back at your ass legally to try to brand her as a motherfucking sex trafficker, you want to say, oh, I reported her to the FBI. Should have did it. This is Courtney. Say hi, Courtney. They ain't locked up. Fuck. Yeah. Y'all need to be scared of Courtney. This is Courtney. This is court. We're going to start branding court. Don't forget, today we're offering on shoptkdeals.com the CMOS charts. This is something that everybody needs to have in their diet. It has 98% of the vitamins and minerals that the body needs daily. We have this in mango. We also have it in pineapple. It has 10,000 milligrams of Irish CMOS, the same sea. This is one you don't want to be out here. Use the coupon code TK10 and let me know how much weight you lost personally using the active drops, okay?
His strength had additional plus 23, plus 19 stamina, plus 5 dexterity, plus 11 mana, plus 13 defense. On top of that, Demon Bash leveled up too. With the effects of the With Overwhelming Power title, it should last for about 2.6 seconds, and with the delay effects, it will last over 5 seconds.
Demon Bash at level 2 hinders a target, either a monster or a human, for 2.4 seconds. The success rate and time of hindrance depend on the target's skill resistance level. Dual welding training also leveled up, which means that his adaptability with blades, excluding daggers and one-handed swords, are extremely high. He smiled as another notification came through. He checked all the results of his efforts. He had blade-wielding training, a passive skill for warriors. It was at level 1, and it makes his adaptability with daggers and one-handed swords extremely high. Next was full charging, an active movement skill. It helps him concentrate a large amount of energy and release it all at once, charging at a target in front of him. The damage dealt and the charge distance will increase drastically with the charge time. However, during time, all movement will be restricted. With all of that, he thinks that it was enough for the gate raid, but he realized that there was plenty of stuff that was lacking during the last battle. He wasn't able to perform like his past self. During the fight with the Wolf Lord, he had to gamble since he was limited in his combat patterns. And during the battle with Choi Yong-cheol, he was easily caught in a trap, thanks to his lack of movement skill. He felt chills in his body as he thought that if those guys were just a bit stronger, he would have lost his life. He needed to improve, because if he continues that way, he'd be following the same path as his previous life, particularly the incident that happened in the second breakdown in 2040. He wanted to make sure that he's faced with a different future. He doesn't want to lose everything he has like last time. It made him motivated to become stronger. Just the hero who saved him before. Suddenly, his phone rang. He answered it, and it was reporter Park Jong-min. He called him to check if he's still available for the interview that they agreed upon that day. He knew he's fucked. He confirmed it. But in all honesty, he completely forgot about it. The gate raid is at 7 p.m., and the interview is at 2 p.m., and it's already 1:45 on his phone. The reporters who camped outside his home were glad to see him come out, but they got nervous when they felt the ominous energy. He yelled at them to get out of the way. His psychedelic skills have been activated. His physical body has been enhanced, and his speed drastically increased. Jong-min checked the time on his phone. Someone came in, and the staff automatically welcomed this person. It was Sang-hyun. Jong-min called out to him. He already ordered coffee, so he happily invited him to take a seat, but he noticed something was off. He looked haggard and was out of breath. Jong-min asked if he was in a dungeon. He replied, not at all. Deep inside, he felt that coming there was harder than being in a dungeon. He apologized for being late. They settled down, and Jong-min started to get into business. He wanted to interview him about the recent events within the quest area. He noticed that he had been going through a lot. Sang-hyun replied that it was nothing big. Jong-min had to tell him that no matter what he thinks, it was a fact that he was still the center of attention for all players. He added that even though people claim that levels and experience mean nothing with the new ranking system, with his sudden appearance at low levels, they are starting to call him a super newbie. Sang-hyun humbly replied that it's nothing like that. Jong-min asked him if he's aware that countless guilds are interested in recruiting him. By that time, Sang-hyun had already received plenty of cold calls. He assumed that he wanted to hear more about the Eden Guild or some other guilds. Jong-min replied that he's talking about the guilds abroad. That blew Sang-hyun's mind away. He admitted that it was news to him too. He shared that a total of 5 foreign guilds have officially requested the Korean Player Association to run an official identity check request. Most foreign guilds are usually known for scouting players at an early stage to gain an edge. And it's the first time that they have garnered interest for a newly level player like him. But he advised him to keep his guard up, because plenty of people had their eyes on him. At Chunwi Station, back alleys, made appearance. Sang-hyun was walking in the alley while a thought was in his mind. He was hoping to work as a one-man guild, but the foreign guild makes him curious. Seeing this great opportunity, it made him question why he had to suffer in the past. Eventually, he met up with Miso. She told him that they have some time until the gate appears. He going behind the car. All 3 of them stood under the streetlight. Miso informed Sang-hyun that her sister kept saying that she wanted to meet him, so she brought her along so they could meet before they head to the gate. She introduced Terry to him. Then she suggested that they head to a nearby cafe. Terry watched him quietly. Then she shook his hand. Deep inside, Sang-hyun was thinking that he would have known her even if Miso hadn't introduced her. There is not a single player in the country that doesn't know her. She is also known by her alias, Shadow Assassin, and she's one of the greatest players of Korea. Her popularity spans even countries abroad. She's one of the reasons behind the influence that the Eden Guild currently has, and her mere existence is able to shake the guild rankings. Sang-yoon felt that he's in luck of meeting ranked players after he had regressed. Terry asked him for a favor. That came out of nowhere, so it's surprising for him. He asked how he could help her. She replied that it was nothing much. She just wanted the two of them to fight. Miso couldn't believe the favor that she's asking from a person that she just met. She argues that she already informed her while they were on their way. Miso couldn't remember anything. She told her that it was when she wanted to recruit Sang-yoon, and she replied that she'll go see if he's worthy. Miso argues that it doesn't count. She apologized to Sang-yoon for her sister's behavior. She explained that she likes to challenge people for fun. Sang-yoon replied that he doesn't mind, and that surprised her. He offered to get straight to it while grabbing his sword. He expressed that it's an honor to have the opportunity to fight against a top-ranked player. Tairi was pleased with his answer, so she confirmed that Miso had an eye for people. She apologized to him for being unprofessional all this time. She suggested trading about 5 moves or so, and he could just tell her when he's ready. Although he knew he didn't stand a chance, he still decided to take advantage of this opportunity to see how much he had grown and what things he had to improve. She only manifested her weapon, and yet she has a completely different aura surrounding her. He decided not to waste any more time. He told her that he's ready. He activated Psychedelic as he planned to go all out from the start. Miso could no longer follow what's going on. Terry replied that she'll make the first move. They were surprised when she warped into nothingness. Sang-yoon was alarmed. He realized that he's an idiot. With his current physical abilities, he knew not to rely on his reaction time to anticipate her attacks. She attacked him with her daggers, and he tried to deflect it using his swords. Sang-yoon gave his all to predict everything. She was amused. She leapt away and told him that his moves are good. She was motivated to put more effort in their fight and was going to show that in the 4 moves that she has left. She moved so fast that she left a trail of light behind. In his head, he described her as a monster, especially when her speed increased more. He thought of a way. Just like what he did in his past life, he completely ignored his sense of sight and read her moves through instinct. He expects this time to be much more difficult. Miso was puzzled, but he closed his eyes even though he knew the gap between him and her sister. It made her think that he's crazy. She thinks that it's completely stupid of him. But our boy then sensed her and found the right time to deflect her attack. She praised his focus, since she didn't expect him to block the second strike too. She told him that most swordsmen fail to reach that level of focus, because they would need experience to back it up. Sang-yoon's first thought was, she knows? She continued to express that it felt like she's facing a veteran player. Sang-yoon decided to keep quiet on that. She had 3 moves left, but before she attacked, Sang-yoon asked for a favor too. She allowed it. Then he suggested that they skip 3 moves and finish it with her going all out. That caught her off guard. He admitted that he's being arrogant, but he feels that he'll never have a chance like that again. He requested for one last strike. In his head, if he doesn't experience what she's truly capable of, it will continue to haunt him during training. Miso told Tairi not to listen to her. She panicked when Tairi agreed to his request. She admitted that she can't give her 100% to it, especially when the training mode isn't on. Instead, she'll show him what she's capable of at full speed. Skills are much harder to control, so she can't just risk using it on people like that. He replied that it was more than enough. He thinks that if he could keep up with her at full speed, it's a success. He set his mindset to think of the fight as a real deal, and that if he fails, he'll die. She charged towards him. He was overwhelmed since he didn't even have the time to prepare. He took a mental note to always be ready, and rather than just swinging the blade, he attacked the space before she even gets to him. Tairi was surprised that she was almost hit. She immediately activated the shadow illusion. He was taken aback on what she did. Then she gently hit his face with the handle of her sword. She asked if he's okay. He replied that he's fine. But internally, he was under the impression that she's not going to use a skill. Sang-Yun complained that his head hurts. He wondered if his nose was broken. Tairi extended a hand to him. She admitted that she didn't mean to use a skill on him, and she did that out of reflex. She asked if he's okay. He accepted her hand. Then he told her that he'll be fine. He thanked her for taking him seriously. She replied that it was her pleasure. But she told him that next time, it would be great if they could have a serious conversation. He agreed to that any time. While they were having that casual conversation, Miso stared at their shaking hands. She pulled Terry's arm and told her that it was time to start the raid. And she told her to write everything that had happened and submit a report. Tairi said goodbye to them and wished them luck on the raid. Miso told her to get home safely. Sang-Yun, whether he likes it or not, lost for the first time since he regrets. He knew that if Tairi went all out from the start, he wouldn't stand a chance. Although their meeting was unexpected, it gave him another goal that he needs to surpass now. Tairi stopped on her tracks, glanced and smiled at him. Sang-Yun felt that she's saying something like, he could try as much as he wanted. Later that day, they gathered at the Chunui station, unidentified gate number 727. Miso suggested that they do a brief introduction. A timid and a tall man said hello to them. Sang-Yun introduced himself and expressed that it was a pleasure to be in the presence of such great players. The man replied that they came there to see the Wonder Boy all over the news. He introduced himself as Park Taesung. He is a mage player that specializes in the Ignite skill. He is level 120, rank A. Sang-Yun asked if Ignite is pyromancy. He replied that it was the same realm of magic as Yongcheo. But he demonstrated his blue fire and told them that since he focused most of his player time conjuring flames, his flames are much stronger than Yongcheo. He added that he's only at blue flame stage and still has a long way to go. Sang-Yun replied that he's amazing as it is. He was thinking how he made the right decision to concentrate on one thing until he reached a certain level. The reason why he easily dealt with Yongcheo was because rather than focusing on one specific skill, he invested his time into a variety of different fields. Then, Miso introduced the woman. She was Kang Jo-hee, a space wielder. Basically, a mage that specializes in space connection skills. She was timid and shy. She is at level 10 and an A-rank player. Since Taesung showed her powers, she also did the same. But they tried to stop her. But they failed. As a result, a strong wind blew. Miso scolded her. Sang-Yun wondered what that wind was because it was completely different from what a space wielder can do. A portal opened in front of him. Jo-hee closed the portal after that. She bowed to him while telling him that it was nice to meet him. Sang-Yun extended his hand to him. After meeting the team members, he realized that he was right in trusting Miso. She completed the perfect combination for a team. There was him, a swordsman at close range, Miso for long-distance combat, Taesung to cover any firepower that they might be missing, and Jo-hee to help them escape whenever required. Excluding the fact that they don't have a healer, it was a perfect team. And the most important part, the chemistry was amazing. You could tell that it isn't their first time working together. Things like that matter especially when it comes to surviving. Back then, he had experienced that too. A bittersweet expression was shown on his face upon remembering them. It made Miso ask if he's okay. She inquired if he got injured while he was fighting her sister. He replied that he's fine and was just thinking about something else. He decided to put his worries aside. He suggested that they enter the gate now, with a thought that he'd focus on the present rather than the past. They arrived at the other side of the gate, frost held. It was a snowy place. He thanked Taesung, because if it wasn't for his buff, they would all be frozen solid. Taesung used Blessing of Flames, which increased resistance against cold. Miso expressed that the weather wasn't like that the last time they were there. Then she noticed that Sang-Yun had another weapon other than the long sword. She asked why he didn't use it last time. He replied that he got it recently since had a feeling that he might need it in case the battles were much more mobility heavy. That made Miso ask if he's skilled with a variety of weapons, since swordsmen usually focus on one thing. He replied that he put some effort into it. Deep inside, he's finding it hard to give an excuse. It was one disadvantage of his greater skill. Then Miso called Jo-hee to tell her to do Plan C because of the Cyclops. Jo-hee agreed to it. The Cyclops growled loudly. Then it attacked and smashed the ground. Miso and Sang-Yun went behind it. They appeared from the portal that Joe-Hee made. Miso waited for Sang-Yun's reply. He told her to watch his back. The Cyclops noticed them. Sang-Yun didn't expect it to move. It made a loud noise. Miso called Tai-Suk. He replied that he's on it. She released her arrow while Sang-Yun charged ahead. The Cyclops saw it approaching its eyes. It was blinded right in time as Sang-Yun closed the distance. He hit it, causing it to groan loudly. Then blood splurts out from the cuts all over its body. Our boy called for Joe-Hee. Joe-Hee responded with her skill. The Cyclops sets its eyes on Sang-Yun. It was about to grab him. When its hand collided with the ground, debris flew everywhere. A sword was left near where its hand was. The Cyclops smiled, thinking that it got Sang-Yun. But to its surprise, Sang-Yun appeared behind it. The Cyclops was confused. Joe-Hee and Tai-Sok attacked again. Demon Bash Level 2 has been activated. Sang-Yun grinned. Then he cuts off its head. Joe-Hee and Tai-Sok were left dumbfounded. Sang-Yun landed safely on the ground. They asked him what he just did. They thought that a single strike wouldn't be enough to kill.
In cybersecurity, every second counts. Hesitation isn't an option. So fast knowledge detection and response keeps your business protected 24/7, slashing containment times from hours to mere minutes.
We welcome the Fantastic Four. Be the first to bring the four home today. Not to set the flag. We're ready. Certified fresh and one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Up for something crispy, a little chocolatey, and a lot of peanut buttery? Oh, do we have the snack for you? Rice Krispies Treats chocolatey peanut butter.
Enough to kill it. Sang-Yun apologized. They replied that he doesn't need to apologize. It's just that they were surprised. Miso pointed out that she had informed them before and shared that she had the same reaction. She also believes that it won't be the last that he'll surprise them. She was certain that he hadn't shown them everything yet. He let out a nervous laugh. Deep inside, he could feel the pressure, and the way she said it makes him want to show his stuff. Putting that thought aside, despite it being their first raid, he could tell that their teamwork was pretty good. He wondered if that was the difference in skill that experienced players possess. He felt good about it. More Cyclops arrived, so it was time for round 2. Eventually, they killed them all. Tai-Sok's eyes sparkled as he tells Sang-Yun that he's amazing. He claims that he's the best swordsman he ever worked with. Sang-Yun thanked him. Miso was happy too. She thanked Sang-Yun for making Tai-Sok happy, since Tai-Sok hardly ever gets a chance to utilize his pyromancy skills to its full potential. So, he was happy that he was able to do so thanks to him. He realized that it must be the thing for mages. If they don't have a dependable swordsman, they have no choice but to resort to support skills. But the look of adoration that Tai-Sok had was too much for him. Miso asked him what was the skill he used before. She told him that he always manages to surprise her. Earlier, there was a loud explosion in the forest. They finished off the Cyclops one after another. Then Miso noticed something. An armored demon ogre was running into them from the front. Tai-Sok asked what they should do. She suggested focusing their firepower on it. First, they had to get away as far as they could from it. But she got confused when Sang-Yun called Joe-Hee and asked her to open a portal that will lead him directly in front of the monster. Miso panics as she informs him that the monster specializes in defense. But she saw that he's getting ready for something. So she decided to trust him. She told Joe-Hee to do as he said. She opened the portal. Sang-Yun activated full charging, where it concentrates a large amount of energy and releases it all at once, charging at a target in front of it. The damage dealt and the charging distance will increase drastically with the charge time. However, during this time, all movement will be restricted. He passes through the portal at full speed. The monster was surprised when it was just about to growl, but our boy had already slashed it in half. When they saw him, their jaws dropped. They couldn't believe that it really happened. Miso expressed that she hasn't seen a movement skill with that much power before. He replied that since he has a team that he could trust, he just thought of using it aggressively. Jody told them to be quiet. She told them that they had arrived. They lay low on the ground as they take a look at the creature under the cliff. The middle boss, Cerberus of the Frost Hell, was asleep. It was a relief for them since they will still have time to plan out their move. Joey suggested that she'll open a portal in advance since they don't have enough information about it. Taisak suggested that they start with him raining fire on it. Meanwhile, Sang-Yun was pleased that he finally found his punching bag. He activated the skill Age of the Night and Wolves. While the moon is up inside the dungeon, the user's health, recovery, and regeneration speed will increase fivefold. Regardless of whether the moon is up or not, any dog or wolf-like monster will be permanently stunned when faced with the user in possession of the blue moonstone. When the moon is up, all dog and wolf-like monsters are unable to attack the user. Miso suggested that they go with Plan F. They got confused when Sang-Yun stood up, and he had this excited expression on his face. They knew that face, and it worried them. Taisak asked if he had a plan in mind. He told them that they can stay back and watch him. They requested him to explain, but he doesn't have enough time to explain all the details. In order for the effects of the Age of the Night and Wolves to be active, the moon needs to be in full vision. Even if the smallest of clouds were to cover the moon, the effects of it would be halved. He just left without saying anything. He felt sorry, though. When he landed on the ground, Cerberus noticed him. Sang-Yun moved on his own since asking for forgiveness is faster than asking for permission. The three heads growled. Miso told them to get ready to give him cover fire, but Yohei noticed something was off. The Cerberus didn't move. Miso watched it and agreed. It made her wonder if it was just staying on guard, but back then it tried to attack them the moment it saw them during their research. Cerberus growled. They noticed it moved. Joey told them that they need to help him, but Miso could tell that it doesn't look like it's trying to attack. She saw its tail wag, and it seemed like it was willing to obey him. The system notified that Cerberus of Frost Hell recognizes him as a higher-ranked being. It entered total obedience soon enough. Sang-Yun didn't expect that it would be that easy. He decided to end things quickly. The system congratulated him for defeating the middle boss. He admits that it felt wrong killing something that was willing to obey him. He obtained the C-rank title, Reduction. His chosen skills cutoff will be cut in half. He used it on the recovery skill. Recovery's cooldown was reduced 30 seconds from 60 seconds. With it, he is able to undo all status ailments that are currently active on him. Miso told him to wait. He asked if there was something wrong. Then suddenly, a bright blue crystal appeared. He panics as he realizes that he never told them about his skill. Since he had always been a solo player, it never hit him to do that. He got worried that she might ask for ownership. He wished so hard that she wouldn't take it. But Miso told him that since he defeated it on his own, he could take the loot. He was about to say it was a relief, but he corrected himself immediately and just thanked her. He asked if she had spoken about it with the others. With their expressions, there was no need for it. They looked at him with adoration. He laughed nervously as he thanked them. He took a mental note to utilize his skills without getting caught. Unexpectedly, Miso told him that they will leave so he can do his thing. He was confused. Miso replied that whenever he gets an artifact, he always does something. He asked her if she knew. She admitted that she had known about it for a long time. It was right after they cleared the quest area. When she was about to leave, she wondered what he was doing there by himself, so she turned around. And that's where she learned his secret. He felt cornered, since a unique skill of a player is like their lifeline. And he just got exposed. He was about to say something when Miso cuts him off, saying that he's one of those players that has weird rituals. She knew that there are players like that once in a while. He was dumbfounded. She told him not to worry about that and just enjoy herself. She empathized that if she were in his shoes, she would want to hide a secret like that too. Joey asked her if Sang-Yun really does that. Miso replied, yes, that's why they have to give him privacy. The look on Sang-Yun's face was hilarious. There was a huge misunderstanding, but having his secret exposed would have been worse. He decided to go ahead and eat. Heart of Ice is a gold artifact and a support equipment. Its special effect is freezing. It adds plus 10 evasion and plus...
I don't understand. We're not saying it wouldn't work, but when it comes to equipment, something opportunities are always fine with Avia. The predictable support to us benefits you to control. Not only we know how, but we're getting how to hustle.
Record a presentation of NVIDIA and Sushi will be stuck signing on at 4 a.m. to present your UKT report. It's Roy Stacks.
I'm sorry, what was that, Nigel?
Record and share presentations, updates, feedback, and more with me.
and plus 10 defense. The extreme cold that imitates the cruel winter cold is said to be held within the heart, ready to freeze the world. Meanwhile, the whole place turned gloomy. Johi created the last portal. Miso praised her for her hard work. Sang-Yun agreed that it's all thanks to Johi. She asked if it was really fine, because even if they collect all the dead ogre bodies from before, she doubts that the boss monster will really come and eat them. Sang-Yun assured her that the boss will do anything for food. She asked him how he knew about it. He was speechless. Then he shifted the attention by requesting Taesok to light a fire to lure the boss monster. Miso could definitely tell that he dodged the question. The fire was lit, and they waited in hiding. 20 minutes have passed, so they are expecting it to come any time now. Then suddenly they heard a monster growling. The boss monster had arrived. Everyone got ready to fight. It was the final boss, Grizzly Big Bear of the Cold. Miso watched from the edge of the cliff. She acknowledges that they have been able to do raids successfully with Sang-Yun. However, looking at Sang-Yun in front of the large boss monster, he looked exhausted. Seemed like a really dangerous situation. A few minutes ago, Miso couldn't believe what he just said. She asked him what he meant when he said that he'll be a bait. He replied that there's no choice, since it was the fastest and safest way for her team to do the raid. He explained that most giant monsters have a similar characteristic that activates when their health reaches a certain point. They enter the so-called gluttony state. A monster that enters the gluttony state has its body strengthened and becomes significantly more violent. It takes on the trait of devouring everything around it. That's why they stacked up the ogre's corpses. He considered poisoning its food. That's why they have Johi stack up the ogre's corpses, using her portals. And they prepare juniper wood, which acts as a strong sedative effect with its feed. But there's one problem. Lowering the health enough to activate gluttony. He told them that he'll create a comfortable situation for them to deal damage. He asked them to believe in him, but he realized that was bullshit. He was just one step away from going to the afterlife just now. It made him feel bad.
I don't understand it. I really don't understand what's going on.
But it was stupidly strong. He questioned if his strength wasn't enough. He knew that if it continued, he might really die. He focused on dodging every attack from then on. Debris flew everywhere. He jumped high so he could evade its attack. He was up in the air when the boss monster glared at him. It had a fast reaction time. He now questioned if jumping was a bad idea because he's about to fall into its mouth. Miso released some arrows. That surprised the boss monster. He glanced at her. Miso told him it was time. The support from made him smile. It was thanks to
Are they doing that because they want to be out there? They want to be known? Because I cannot understand anyone with any type of intelligence would still be sleeping with this woman. I don't care how this woman looks. Unless she can make her vagina talk.
The freezing came from the heart of ice, and he combined it with full charging.
Unless she does something incredible, then I will. Unless she can make her vagina talk.
The bear groaned
loudly.
Unless she does something incredible that I will probably never see
Miso called
or
Tayshaun. He
understand
replied that he already knew.
to get you.
He gathered his flame to bring out his most powerful
How
attack.
this woman
Before he
looks,
released it, he warned
unless
Song Yun
she
to
can make
dodge.
her vagina
Song
talk,
Yun heard him. Tayshaun
unless she
unleashed his
does
skill
something
called
incredible
Blue
that
Flame
I
Tornado.
will probably
The
never
bear
see
lost his footing when it
or
hit.
understand.
The firepower exceeded Song
She can
Yun's
make her
expectations.
vagina talk,
He believed that they had succeeded.
unless she
He bringing
does
his
something.
health down. The energy of the grizzly big bear eventually changed. It groaned loudly. Sang Yun was happy that the damage was enough. The grizzly big bear has entered the gluttony state like they have planned. Miso saw his expression. The grizzly big bear proceeded to eat everything in its surroundings. Sang Yun was caught off guard. He got overwhelmed when the grizzly big bear changed and looked so evil. He trusted Joey to do her turn, but he
Incredible that I will probably never see.
The bear. He commented that it looked like a different monster now. Miso asked about Joey. He replied that she's still getting ready. Joey continued to gather her energy. As she chanted her spell, Miso was worried that she'll not make it on time. Taisok told her that it shouldn't be their worry now, because what's important is whether Song Yun will last or not. Song Yun ran for his life. He panicked since not only the raid could fail, but he could lose his life there. He wondered if she's still not ready. His eyes widened because the bear jumped towards him. He knew he couldn't dodge the attack. He decided to face it head on and activated psychedelic. Meanwhile, a large portal appeared in front of Joey. She finished the preparations and started the war. At this point, the bear was charging towards Sang Yun as he swung his sword. The portal appeared between them, and to Sang Yun's surprise, the bear disappeared. Joey fell to her knees. Miso and Taysok rushed to her aid. She replied that she's fine and had just used too much mana. Meanwhile, the relief on Sang Yun's face was exceptional. If his attack didn't connect properly, he might have been eaten alive. The bear ate the corpses, and the system notified that it has entered a strong state of sedation due to the effect of suspicious juniper on the snowy mountain. Sang Yun watched it. He felt fine now since, in the end, they did it. Miso and Taisok cried of relief as they praised her. The bear made a low growl. Taisok, Miso, and Sang Yun stood in front of him. They slashed it, and it fell. The system notified them that they had defeated it. With that, they have cleared the unidentified gate. Miso thanked Sang Yun for everything. She felt sorry about relying on him so much. He replied that it was fine, and it was his idea anyway. The system notified him of his drastic increase in level because he had cleared the gate, but he admitted to himself that the dungeon was a bit too much. Eventually, Joey showed up through a portal and praised everyone for their hard work. She apologized that she wasn't much help with finishing things there. Sang Yun replied that she shouldn't be sorry. He thanked her for agreeing with his stupid last-minute plan. She responded that it was a great chance to understand the limits of her ability. Sang Yun expressed that he's looking forward to having a chance to work with them again. He was really thankful for all of them as they all followed his reckless requests. But he also knew that he would have pushed them had they not come with him. In the gate raids that he did in the past, they are always met with a tragic end. Most of the gates with good rewards had a survival rate of 90%. Since most teams were composed of non-amateur members, the survival rate was pretty high. There was a time when he was badly injured, and a colleague helped him up. But when he glanced on his side, there lies the body of another colleague. The 10% chance of death always found its way to them. He knew it was just a coincidence that he wasn't at the receiving end. He learned that the job of being a hero is always done in the face of death. Although growing stronger is important, he has set another goal for this life. And that thought made him smile. And that would be to avoid any needless deaths. The time has come. They all anticipated the loot for their hard work. A bright orb burns in front of them. It was the final reward of the gate. It was considered as the first clear bonus. Upon reaching this stage, each of them will gain an appropriate reward. When he was about to reach,
I don't understand it. I really don't understand
it. She shows her the truth behind her powers. It made him smile.
Her statement made him excited to see what awaits him. The system notified him that he has a unique rank artifact. His eyes widened and his jaw dropped at the sight of the unique items before him. He knew then he made the right choice. Unique. Rank carries. Was clearly on a whole different level. The goddess of luck grinned as if she knew that more was coming. The system stated that thanks to the goddess of luck's authority, a hidden effect reserved for artifacts greater than unique rank has been
Maybe
unlocked.
it's some
Samyon was
incredible.
reminded that it was one of the conditions of their contract. It was the goddess of luck's way of thanking him for his efforts. It made him like her even more, to the point that he's willing to do anything for her. After that, Samyon checked his surroundings and saw that everyone was busy with their rewards. So he decided to pick his own artifact. He didn't have to think twice. The form of his chosen artifact came to life.
Booty,
It's an artifact that has always been
wonderful.
on his mind.
I don't
It
understand.
was the great sword of fighting spirit. It is a two-handed weapon in the form of a great sword, classified as a unique artifact. Its stats were plus 500, strength plus 500, agility plus 50, with a hidden effect called knockback bust. That great sword represented the fighting spirit of any great warrior, hiding not only great strength, but blessings of the wind. From the blessing of the wind given by the god of fighting spirit, the aura created by the blade will give the user a 10% increased recovery rate. As he expected, it has some crazy stats to suit its reputation as a unique artifact. He gripped it tightly and tries to swing it. He was shocked when it shattered the ground. The sword was too heavy for him. He questioned what happened to Lighten. He checked and saw that it was passively active with no cool time. Due to the effects of the Devour Artifacts skill, all skills lose their mana consumption effects. As a penalty, the effects of Lighten are halved. With that, all equipped artifacts will feel like 100 kilograms. He read it carefully, and when he read the weight, he couldn't help but feel annoyed and scanned. He didn't know that there was a condition in it. His loud voice caught Miso's attention. Then he saw everyone's faces. They were all happily holding the great rewards. Miso replied that they all got the artifacts that suits their class, all thanks to him. He replied that he didn't do it. Miso insists that it was him, and shared that they had a conversation. They think that it's only appropriate to give him the carcass of the boss and drops like magic stones to him. He got flustered and replied that there's no need for that. Joey imposes that they should settle things, and it's the conclusion they came to when they calculated everything. They were surprised when he dropped his head, and his hand covered his eyes. He was touched on how thoughtful his teammates are. The boss's carcass has an estimated price of 60 million. With everything combined, it would be around 150 million. Samyon hid his devious grin behind his hand. He wanted to laugh, but he stopped himself. After that, they exited the Frost Hell. Miso invited him to celebrate, but he replied that to do it next time. It was because he wanted to check how much everything is worth. They all went their own ways after saying goodbye. Then Miso remembered something. She asked if she could call him whenever she wanted. He wanted to reply, "Who do you think you are?" But he couldn't say it. So he just agreed to it. It made her feel good. With a flushed cheeks, she told him that she'll see him again soon. Her expression made Samyon's eyes widen. He never thought he'd see her make a face like that. Meanwhile, Tak-Tak and Joki were embarrassed because it felt like they were intruding on something. Samyon was thinking that it was sweet of her. It made him realize that it has been a while since he heard someone talk to him in such a manner. At Chunu Station Gate Back Alley, he absorbed the faded greatsword. With that, he had met the conditions for life, and the effect has been reactivated. As he expected, since the faded greatsword didn't have bonus stats, he didn't get much from absorbing it. But since the food was grilled mackerel kimbap, which was his favorite, he was happy. Now everything has been cleaned up. He proceeded in checking what he accomplished so far. His stat screen showed that he's at level 51 with titles Clever Hunter and 8 others. His constellation is Goddess of Luck with exclusive skill Devour Artifacts. In all, he consumed 5 artifacts. His HP is at 1,398, MP is 183, and EXP is 408. His strength is at 250, and he has an additional 150. His stamina is at 109, 83 dexterity with additional plus 50, 71 mana, 169 luck, 30 evasion, 62 defense. Knockback Burst is a hidden skill which consumes 27 mana to push an opponent backward. The success rate and knockback distance depend on the opponent's skill resistance. He may use up to his full mana, 183 mana, to increase both the success rate and knockback distance. Cleaven Hunter is a C-rank title and has an effect that whenever he defeats a monster of a small or larger size, it restores 1 stamina. He was elated with these effects. He was surprised to learn that just by changing out 1 great sword, his strength stat shot up by that much. He also got 2 new titles and a new skill. He decided to boost his stat luck even further. The system notified him that his luck surpassed 200, and the range of critical hits has been recalibrated. His current critical range is 120% to 600%. A 600% max crit means that he can hit 6 times harder. He couldn't believe that he made it this far faster than he did in his past life. What took Taekyon years to reach level 50, he did it in 15 days. He was motivated to keep pushing on that phase. He was determined to catch up to Ghostblade Bukyunsu. The system suddenly notified him that the atmosphere around him is gradually turning eerie. All this happened while he was thinking of getting his revenge on Tairisu. He suddenly felt a familiar pattern. The system notified him that new constellations seek his presence. The Lion King shows great interest in his swordsmanship. There was also the owner of a beautiful beard who gave him high marks for his fighting spirit, and who questions the presence of someone like him in the world. The Goddess of Luck told him that it's a pretty decent lineup. She added that the value of the Sangyun coin just skyrocketed. Those 3 constellations stood in front of him. He didn't expect the constellations to show up again quickly. But considering his growth rate is ridiculously fast, it made sense. But he knew the credit goes to the Goddess of Luck, since she's a social butterfly. He decided to confirm who showed up this time. There was the Lion King, the owner of a beautiful beard which was famous. They're real-world heroes who became constellations. He wondered if they saw his potential and came because of that, but they made him uncomfortable, because they are chatterbox. The Lion King scolded him for glancing around nervously in front of his seniors, while the owner of Beautiful Beard exploded and told him that in his general days, he would have cut off his head. He just laughed nervously and apologized. It's exactly why he hated hero constellations. He could already tell how hard they will push him if he forms a contract with them. But the Dark Hunter, it was even more dangerous. She's the last person he ever wanted to run into in his life. She's a bounty hunter who checks the Dimension Core for real-time updates. While roaming around to track down the players who have received excessive benefits due to system errors or committed severe rule violations. There were also cases like that in his past life. Except that unlike unique cases like Goddess of Luck, she relentlessly hunted down high-ranking players who formed dual contracts to the point where some of them ended up broken and ruined. It was truly terrifying. He felt nervous since he didn't like any of the constellations. Forming a constellation contract is a huge deal. It can completely change his future as a player, so what he chooses really matters. However, at that moment, just having the Goddess of Luck is enough for him. But it also doesn't mean that he won't aim higher, and those are the mythical constellations. Only a handful of players in history have managed to form contracts with them. They're quite literally mythical beings. And currently, Sangyun didn't have a choice, so even if he doesn't want to gamble, he'd do it. He told everyone that he won't be choosing any of them. The client was dumbfounded, saying that he has never been treated like that before. The owner of a beautiful beard says that he will consider trying a 3rd visit to recruit him because he thinks of him as his own brother. In Sangyun's mind, even if they come 3 more times, his answer won't change. Sangyun got started. Before the Dark Hunter exited, she looked back and warns him that one day she will uncover his hidden secrets. Then she was gone. Sangyun said that it will be troublesome. Even though he really didn't want to deal with any of it, it couldn't be helped. He knew that he needed to be careful around constellations from now on. After that, he checked his phone and realized that the time had come. It was 11:25 p.m., and if he doesn't leave at once, he will be late. He's aware that the monsters that will emerge from the next rift are kobold packs. Like Cerberus earlier, they fall into the between dog and wolf category. So there's no way he'd miss out on a sweet jackpot like that. Having 3 runs a day, he He knew it's not going to be easy, but he was hyped to do it until the mythical constellations can't help but take interest in him. Near Jamsill Station, in the Quest area, inside the 4-level player association, Rift Management Bureau, a woman answered the phone. She was surprised at what she heard. She couldn't believe it. A rift has appeared at exit 1 of Bupian Station. Someone ordered all available combatants to mobilize immediately. She confirmed the situation with the person on the other line and told her that they will request aid from nearby players, but the person informed her that someone was already fighting there. She couldn't believe it. The woman told her again that there's a player in there. She asked how that person even got there. The woman replied that she had no idea, but the person was fighting the monsters alone. She replied that fighting alone was way too dangerous. She advised them to evacuate immediately. But the woman on the line replied that the player doesn't look like he's in danger. This player was none other than Sang Yun. The rift between reality was created 11 years ago after the first breakdown. Unlike dungeons or gates, it is an unpredictable disaster where monsters could cross over to their world. The right had fallen, and the kobolds passed through. However, Sang Yun was already there. The situation wasn't unpredictable to him at all. 10 minutes ago, he exited the station and he was already expecting. When he turned to the side, he already saw it. A rift formed. He was aware that the rift had begun from there. There was a particular reason why he remembered it so clearly, because the rift was truly a tragedy. It caused countless civilian casualties. But since he's already there, he won't let it happen. He told himself that it was good that he regressed. Sang Yun grew up in an orphanage since he was born, so he doesn't remember what his parents looked like. Though because of that, he never really felt sad or depressed about it. But he knew how sad it is to lose someone. So he had never forgotten about those incidents. Someone arrived and asked him if he's okay. That experience gave Sang Yun an objective aside from getting stronger. The kobolds growled loudly. Because of the age of dogs and wolves, the kobold warriors were intimidating. They froze and made a low growl. Sang Yun could tell that his skill is working well, but it still wasn't showing the same results it did against Cerberus. He assumed that it was because of the moon. The moon's been completely covered, so the kobolds aren't fully submitting to him, but it makes it better for him. The kobold growled. Sang Yun took this chance to test his new skills. Full charging was activated. In one swift move, he slashed the kobold. Those monsters were surprised when a vortex appeared, and it blasted them all away. Knockback burst consumes 27 mana to push an opponent backward. The success rate and knockback distance depend on the opponent's skill resistance. He can use up to his full mana to increase both the success rate and knockback distance. The kobolds were pushed backwards. Every single one of them were caught up in it. Sang Yun didn't expect that knockback affects quite a large area, and with full charging it was quite damaging too. It was enough for his AoE attack, plus his luck stats increase his critical hit range too. Critical range is at 120% to 600%.